Yo, my bad. I messed up on the last link. I had to start a new one, but it don't matter. Cause we're here. We're here, baby. It is the no cap zone. It's the no cap zone. We are here today in the no cap zone. I'm gonna figure out some kind of theme song or something. We'll get it. We'll figure it out at some point. But what I do know is I'm sick of all the bullshit. That's why I had to create the no cap zone, where we have a strict dress code. Knock it off. 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 Knock it off with all of that capping ass bullshit. We have a strict dress code. We have a strict dress code. Knock it off with that capping shit. The only cap that's allowed in the no cap zone is your thinking cap, because the reality of the matter is that too many people don't like to think at all. They don't like to think, they don't like to learn, they don't want to know nothing but the same old stuff that they already thought. That's what we're about to do. That's what we have to do. We have to make them knock it off. That's why we exist. That's why we're here doing the thing. Because at the end of the day, all these people are always around capping like crazy all day. So I wanted to talk about, oh, by the way, make sure you hit that like, hit that subscribe, turn on the notification bell. If you haven't already, follow me on all the social medias. The links are available, blah, blah. You all know what the deal. Join my Patreon, $5 a month. You can get access to behind the scenes. You can get up to date on all the new goings on, exclusive materials, drop the song on there, all types of stuff. So thank you for coming through. Hit that like button, damn it. Stop playing with me. But yeah, I wanted to talk about a very important topic based on the recent events that occurred. The recent events that occurred. Particularly with me. I know, Jay, you saw what happened. I got hit with all kinds of violations, all kinds of restrictions on TikTok. For what? Telling the truth. Showing you the truth. Showing you the media. News reports from mainstream media organizations. Why would social media be mad about that? Why would they not want anybody to show you a report from CBS News, ABC News, New York Times, any of the most mainstream news media organizations? Why would we be getting violations for having integrity? Why would that happen? I didn't make this shit up. I didn't write these articles. I didn't just make claims and pull them out of my ass. I'm showing y'all what they wrote, what they posted. I'm just a messenger. But see, that's exactly the issue, Jay. By the way, hit that like, damn it. Hit that like. Hit that like. Just press the button. Press. Wherever that button is, press that. Please. 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 Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. And that goes for whoever else is in here too, please. Please. Please hit that like and subscribe and turn on the notification bell. It really helps us to get the word out. All this cap that's been happening, because all these fools love to bullshit. They love to try to manipulate your mind and convince y'all that all of this shit makes totally perfect sense. So let's just get to it. All right, check it out. So I was telling Jay was there. I was telling everybody that, you know, the same weekend of the Nevada caucus in 2016, where they talked about fucking Bernie Sanders supporters throwing chairs. First of all, that was false. Not a single Bernie Sanders supporter threw a chair. But despite this fact, they kept reporting it over and over and over and over and over. And really what happened was a Bernie Sanders supporter picked up a chair and put it down. That's what happened. Nobody threw a chair at all. And what I was explaining was that there are so many layers of bullshit to this, considering the fact that Bernie supporters were not allowed to fucking go into the caucus, that the Democrats declared Hillary the winner, and they would not allow anybody to voice their grievances. And then they came in with police to try to move people. So of course people were fucking mad. But even if it was true that somebody threw a chair, wouldn't you be angry when somebody does something anti-democratic, when somebody fucks you over? There is nothing. See, there's a reason why I call myself the ultimate rage. Actually, there's a bunch of reasons, but one of the reasons is because there is a such thing as righteous anger. It is okay to be angry at injustice. When you see bullshit, you should be angry. But the goal is to channel that anger into useful pro-social behaviors, and not just saying, hey, I don't like what's going on, therefore I'm gonna grab my AK, I'm gonna grab my rifle, and I'm gonna try to take somebody out. That should be a last resort, which is why this goofy tried to take out Trump yesterday, who failed like an idiot, is a goofy. How do you fail at failing? How exactly do you fail at failing? It's bad enough that you're such a failure that you think the only way you can make something of yourself is by trying to unalive somebody, but then you can't even do that right. And then you got caught like an idiot. But I digress. But like, there is a such thing as righteous anger. Thank you. Appreciate you. There is a such thing as righteous anger. It's okay to be angry. I hate when people try to act like if you're angry at bullshit that you're supposed to be like some terrible person for some reason. Like all of a sudden you're some savage because you're rightfully angry at bullshit. If you see bullshit, you should be angry. If you see somebody screwing somebody over, you see some scam artist getting over, you see some terrible artist making it, or you see some fucking politician lie, a hypocrisy, a situation of hypocrisy, that's okay. It is okay. What's up, Penn? What's up? Thank you for coming through, as always. There is nothing wrong with being angry. Anger is okay. That's why I'm the ultimate rage, because I'm ultimately angry, because there's so fucking much cap in the world. It's so absurd how much cap there is, right? But anyway, that same weekend, like you, Penny, I was telling you this on TikTok the other day, basically that same weekend that the Nevada caucus happened, the whole thing with Wendell Pierce happened. For those of you who don't know, Wendell Pierce, famous actor from The Wire, Detective Bunk, one of the main characters, that same weekend that the Nevada caucus happened, he assaulted a female Bernie supporter because he's a bitch-made ass loser. Because the fact of the matter is, to me, unless we're talking about an extreme situation, say a woman is like assaulting a child or threatening people's lives with some kind of a weapon. Silk, my guy, what's good? Hit that like button, please. Please, y'all. Hit that like button. Thank you so fucking much. Need that. You gotta get the truth out there. So anyway, unless we're talking about an extreme situation where some woman is threatening people with some kind of a weapon, or she's harming a child or something, in my personal opinion, you can feel all you want about this, I think any dude that assaults a woman is a bitch ass dude, a pussy ass dude, a bitch made ass loser. Because what the fuck is the point of that? What exactly does that accomplish? Oh, you're mad because she didn't have the dinner on the table at home? So that means that gives you grounds for assaulting. That doesn't make any sense. I wasn't seeing the messages. My bad, Silk. I was not looking. I was not looking. Because I knew the trolls. I knew the trolls were going hard. I know they were. I know they were. I know they was talking hella shit. I know they were. But my bad, fam. But thank you for coming through. But you know I gotta get them riled up. Because they always getting riled up. But yeah, bitch ass dudes. Dudes are bitch ass dudes who put their hands on women. And I don't understand why you would feel the need to do that. And it is all they got. That's why I always say we're in the end game now. We're in the end game. Because at the end of the day, they are full of it. All these fools are out here capping. That's why Wendell Pierce, even though he is a great actor, I can see both things. He is a great actor. Yeah. Yeah, same here. Same here. I've told this story before, but I love telling it. Long story short, I was on a bus going to work. This is pre-pandemic. Going to work on a bus. Some dude out of his fucking rocker decides he wants to pick on this young girl for no fucking reason. Starts making threats to her, talking about he was gonna beat the ass, he was gonna kick her ass, he was gonna do this, he was gonna do that. She's like, yo, what did I do? I'm just fucking chilling, minding my own business. She had some headphones on, and dude just starts making random threats to her. Everybody else on the bus was suffering from the bystander effect. They were just sitting there looking. Ain't nobody stepping up. Ain't nobody, despite the fact there's like 30 people on the bus. Everybody's just, So I said, okay, my dude, knock it the hell off. Leave her the fuck alone. Man, I can do it. Like what? I ain't gotta listen to you. I can do it. I'm like, dude, knock it off. Leave her alone. I can do it. Like what? No, you can't. Yes, I can. No, you can't. And guess what happened? Not a goddamn thing. He sat his dumb ass down, shut the fuck up, and then he got his stupid ass, his mentally deranged ass off of the fucking bus. Got his dumb ass off the bus for you because he liked the guy dealt with. I'll admit I was a little scared though, but you know, I was still holding my own though. You know what I'm saying? He could have really got me. I don't know. You know, he could have fought. He could probably fought, but I don't know. But the fact of the matter is, and this is what pissed me off. As an aside, all these people on the bus, we could all fuck this dude up. He would have no chance. But when everybody's sitting there, nothing happens. So I gotta step up and make some shit happen. And to me, that's a microcosm of our current society today. You mean to tell me, and here in America, 350 million fucking people, and how many senators and fucking the House of Reps and all that shit, but we can't make nothing happen? We can't make nothing happen. All these hundreds of millions of people in this one fucking country. But oh, we can't fucking retaliate against the government because they have nukes. Yeah, you really think these idiots are so stupid they're gonna launch a nuke in America on themselves? Wait, you really think that an American's gonna launch a nuke in America? For real? You really think they're gonna do that? Like, for real. Didn't we say January 6th? The fuck did they do January 6th? Why do you think they hate January 6th so much? Why do you think they are so, oh my God, January 6th, oh my God? Because it only took a few people to fuck all they shit up. And these fools were goofies. They weren't even intelligent. They probably didn't even plan that. They were probably just mad. Like, we're so stupid. We're mad at a little bit. We hate the fact that Trump lost. You know what? We just go run in their shit. And then it worked. It just so happened to work. So if those idiots, and mind you, I don't agree with why they did it, but the fact that they were able to do it so successfully should show you just how vulnerable these fuckers in Congress are. If these idiots can fuck up their shit, just imagine what we could do working together. And I'm saying violence as a last resort. As a last resort. I'm not saying, hey, let's go run up in Congress. I'm saying we have that in our back pocket. They know it's all good, fam. Just fucking chill out. We here. We here, fam. We here. Yeah, that's what those losers do, Penny. They always want to cry and then run a snitch because they pussy. They always start off, yeah, you're this and you're that, and wait till after school. I'm gonna cream you. I'm gonna fight you. I'm gonna... And then you say, Mr. Johnson, Penny hit me. Wait, so not only is you a bitch, but you a bitch ass snitch too. You mother... All that shit you was talking, all that goofy shit you was talking, all that fucking acting and all that rah, rah, rah. And then, now you want to be a little bitch. Funny how that happens. Funny how that works. See, that's that capping shit I be talking about. Sometimes you gotta pop out and show niggas. Anywho. So, Wendell Pierce, bitch ass dude, assaulting a woman. For no fucking good reason. Why? Because he couldn't handle the fact that some woman would rather support Bernie Sanders than fucking goofy ass Hillary Clinton. And I thought Hillary Clinton was all pro-woman. I thought she was all about, oh, if you don't vote for Hillary, you're a fucking sexist piece of shit. Where's all that sexism talk when this fucking loser assaulted a woman? Oh, because she was supporting Bernie. There's a difference. There's a difference. There's a exception, right? Oh, it's sexist when you don't support Hillary, right? But it's not sexist if you assault a woman that doesn't support Hillary. If it happened to a Hillary supporter, this would have been the biggest news on TV. All day, every day. And see, this is the game. And this is why I keep wanting to tell y'all. This is why I'm talking about media manipulation. I bring this up because that whole next couple weeks, they talked about Bernie Sanders throwing chairs. Bernie Sanders supporters throwing chairs. Bernie Sanders supporters throwing chairs. Oh my God, those Bernie... And even when the video was released and it clearly showed a Bernie Sanders supporter not throwing the chair, they kept saying it and 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 saying it. They kept saying it. Even though it wasn't true, they kept saying it. They kept reporting it and saying it. Meanwhile, this Wendell Pierce story, they talked about it for like that day, and then it never got talked about ever again. Never got talked about. Most people don't even know that shit happened. Why do you think TikTok got so fucking mad that I brought it up? That I happened to show y'all. Because they didn't want you to know. They wanted, and if you did know, they wanted you to forget. Yeah. That's how media manipulation works. That's exactly correct, Penny. You repeat the same phrase over and over and over without providing the context as to what exactly happened, then it frames the issue. And that's why I say framing is so important. That's why TikTok got so fucking mad. Because I'm literally giving y'all the game. Giving y'all the game. Framing. They want to frame. And when I say framing, I don't mean like... No, the original definition, like, oh, I set somebody up to take the fall, even though it's kind of similar in a way. But framing is in framing the narrative, shaping the narrative, shaping your perception. They say men lie, women lie, numbers don't lie. They do. Numbers do lie. We see it here all the time. We see it on social media all the time. All the time. All the time. Somebody could have 1 million bajillion views, but 999,000 of them, 999,000 of them are bots. But they got those million views though. They got a million views. Or somebody can show you, hey, I'm a Forex trader. See all this money I've been making off of Forex? Don't you see my bank account? Man, that shit Photoshop. Oh, CJ Whoopty got 100 million fucking views on fucking YouTube. Oh, it just so happens his uncle works for, what was it, Epic Records, one of those major media fucking, major label companies. Oh, they put a whole motherfucking media team around him because that's his uncle. Trying to make it seem like, oh, he's just this new artist. Like he didn't have a fucking insider at the company. Yo, we know that's what a lot of these motherfuckers do, fam. Dude, the Photoshop is crazy. But, again, framing. If I look good, then that will influence you to support me. It's like, as an example, you remember those infomercials? Remember those infomercials, motherfuckers be like, look at me. Look at my wonderful house. Look, I just bought these 2 Lamborghinis. Hey, don't you see my hot wife? Look at all these millions I have. You can be just, I retired at 22. You can get like me if you just join my free fucking program. All you have to do is call the number toll free at 1-800-BULLSHIT. And then you can totally fucking like get like me. Just join my program. It's free seminar. Just a free seminar. And then you can get the brochure. And then you can see exactly what I did to get all the millions I got. And then you can get just like me. And then people are like, oh shit, I want to get just like him. Let me go. What he didn't tell you was that none of that shit was his. That was fake money. That chick was a hired fucking model. Matter of fact, she was his cousin. But she's hot, so hey, cousin, come through to the video shoot. It's like when we look at hip-hop. I've said this before all the time. Motherfuckers be having these fresh-ass clothes that ain't theirs. Oh, that nice car wasn't theirs. They rented it or they borrowed it for somebody else whose car was. I was reading this book by Keefe D, right? The person who allegedly killed Tupac, right? Great book, by the way. He talked about how he let Usher Raymond and at the time Puff Daddy, P. Diddy, Pop Diddy, Poppy Diddy Pop, Diddy the Diddler, Diddy, Diddly Diddler, Diddy or didn't he, Diddler, whatever. He let them use his car for their music video, and he gave an anecdote about how Usher was dancing on the fucking car and put a dent in it. And Keefe D got angry because he's like, yo, what the fuck? And then P. Diddy was like, my bad, bro. We gonna compensate you, my dude. And you don't stop. And gave him some money. But the fact of the matter is, let these motherfuckers tell it. All those girls in the video, all that money, all them diamonds that you see, it's all real. It's all real what you see. It's all real. It's just the thug in me. Yeah. It's so easy to sell you this image that, oh yeah, all these dudes are totally balling like that. As an example, right? One of my favorite rappers named Big L. I was listening to his music last night. He has this one line where he's like, my money longer than the OJ trial. Right? He has a lot of rhymes talking about how rich he is. But then under that song, somebody was in the comments that said, "Oh yeah, I remember seeing Big L at the store, and he was haggling with the cashier about the price of a $20 T-shirt." Now, if his money was longer than the OJ trial, why is he haggling over the price of a $20 T-shirt? But that's the game. That is the game. That's the game. When you see these women in these music videos, they are models. They are hired. They're not, oh, I'm a player ass dude. All these chicks just want to be in the video because I'm so swag. No, they are hired actresses, models. All those diamonds, either they're fake or they were borrowed for somebody or something. And you know, obviously, when you get to a level like Drake, okay, maybe half the shit is real. But then here's I was just gonna say that. I was just gonna say that, Jay. You took the words right out of my mouth. A lot of rich people do exactly that. They will buy fake jewelry because they know ain't nobody gonna question them on it because they know I got it like that. They know I got it. I watch a lot of NBA players, right? Podcasts like Gil's Arena. He talked about how he bought a $10,000 chain. Now, $10,000 sounds obviously like a lot for a chain, but you know how these rappers are. You know how these motherfucking, you know how we do in the black community. We like to have that $100,000 got your house on my neck type shit. But if I have a chain that looked like it costs $100,000 but only costs $10,000, I just saved a bunch of money. And if I like Gilbert Arenas, I got $100 million. Got $100 million. What's 10,000 to 100? Right? If you know that I have $100 million, then a $10,000 chain is the same as $1 million chain because I'm Gilbert Arenas. You know I got that big fat contract. So I don't need to buy the real chain because you know I'm good for it. So I don't have to spend the whole thing. Do you really care if it's real or not? Do you really care if these Jordans are real or fake? Do you actually care whether any of that shit is fake? These motherfuckers be having the most exclusive Jordans, the most exclusive whatever. How do you know any of that shit is real? I got some real, I got all the Jordans I got are real. But I had a pair of fake Jordans too. Yep, yes they do. Exactly. This is why I'm talking about media manipulation. Because the rich would like to sell you the idea they're so rich they can just buy $100 million fucking chain. They can just buy $100,000 chain like it's nothing. But of course they're not gonna do that. Most rich people, well, I won't say most. A lot of rich people live modestly. You wouldn't even know they were rich. You go to downtown Chicago, you could be walking next to a billionaire and not even know it. Motherfucker look like a regular ass person. They don't always wear all the name brands, Fendi, Prada, Louis, Gucci, all that bullshit. A lot of times they be wearing Nautica and fucking Hanes and shit. Got $100 million in they fucking checking account and shit. You know what I'm saying? Some of them ain't stupid. Some of them ain't stupid. There be some stupid ass rich people. Trust me. Trust me. There be some stupid ass rich people. But that's neither here nor there. The point of the matter is that they are selling the image of glamour and glitz and just high level. That's why they love to brag about, yo, I got that V-Lone, I got that Christian Louboutin, I got them red bottoms, I bought them red bottoms for my chick, I bought the red bottoms for my boo, because people are fickle as fuck. People are goofy as fuck. It is so easy to manipulate people in all these different ways. It's too easy to convince people to spend outside their means, to do the most, right? to go out of their way. Oh no, you had to get that super expensive car. You gotta show people that you're living large. You gotta fucking keep up with the Joneses. Even though all these motherfuckers know, we all know these motherfuckers. We know everybody business. We live in the modern age now. We know that motherfuckers is drowning in debt. We know motherfuckers is back home getting beat up and fucking having fucking debates and arguments and shit. All types of crazy shit happening. We know that you fucking had your car repossessed last week. Stop pretending, stop capping like everything's perfect. You know what I'm saying? I be watching all this crime shit. Me and Silk was watching this video yesterday. You know what I'm saying? Like, we see all these motherfuckers that love to give off the idea that everything's so perfect and everything's so wonderful and these families are so wonderful. You got these mom-fluencers and these fucking wonderful families, and then they look like they're so perfect and happy. They're going on vacations around the world. All around the world, yeah. And I can't see my baby. I don't know and I don't know why. And yet, what happens? All of a sudden, we find out, oh, they was having troubles. They was having money troubles. The wife was spending too much, or the husband was just an abuser, fucking manipulator, and blah, blah. And then he killed her, right? And then he had to bury her in the woods and then pretend like it wasn't him. No, I don't know. I don't know what happened to my wife. I really, really hope that she's found. Knowing damn well your crazy ass did the shit. We see it all the time. We see people manipulate people all the time. The powers that be, the rich, the banks, the corporations, even advertising. Advertising is straight up manipulation. They're always going to tell you, no, you got to buy this new burger, bro. The new burger is so perfect and wonderful. Don't you see the cheese? Don't you see the lettuce and the fresh bread? The fucking whatever. They're never going to give you the downsides to anything ever. At the very, very most, you're going to see side effects include. No, I have not heard about Mustafa Abdul Malak. Have no idea who the fuck that is. Mustafa Abdul Malak. Oh. Yes, I have heard of this fucking goofy. Yes, I have. I didn't know that's what he changed his name to. Anywho. Whatever. We could get to him in a little bit. But the fact of the matter is that the media manipulates people on a constant basis. People are taught to believe all sorts of nonsense on a regular basis. It's too easy to convince people to subscribe to all these different ideas based on whatever claim. Based on the images that they sell to people, the ideas that they give to people, because people don't think. People aren't taught to think. People aren't taught critical thinking. People aren't shown, hey, there are different ways of going about doing things. There are different ways of understanding things. And so, all right, I guess we can go into it. So somebody like Dirk decides he's going to become a Muslim. And what do we see? A whole bunch of people will be like, oh, isn't that wonderful? He's changed his life to go in a much more positive direction. Isn't that sweet? Isn't that? No, it's not. No, it's not. See, and this is exactly the problem that we see in our society. That theism, as an example, is sold as this wonderful fucking belief system, as if being a good person means being a theist. I have had so many people come to me saying like, oh my goodness, like, but what if it makes somebody a better person? I can't see how somebody can be considered a better person because they decided to subscribe to a delusion. Okay, so what was it? The Central Park Five, the actual perpetrator found God and turned himself in. Cool. Cool. The son of Sam got caught, and then now, well, I think he died, but I can't remember. The son of Sam got caught, became a Christian. Now he's such a wonderful person now. David Berkowitz. So because he says Jesus, 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 that wipes away all the people that he murdered. Yeah, totally. That totally makes sense, right? Yeah, unfortunately, those comments are few and far between because we live in a hyper theistic society, a society that purports that theism is morally amazing and superior to any other idea or ideology, and that is the cap that we fight against. They utilize the media to purport these ideas, to sell the idea that you have to be a theist to be a good person. You can't run for office, a high level office, if you're not a theist, particularly here in America, if you're not a Christian. That's what pisses me off. Because these ideas are constantly being purported, constantly being sold on a daily basis, every single day. And the media does everything possible to suppress any fucking challenge to these ideas. That's why it's so hard to challenge this bullshit. That's why we're here on YouTube and not on fucking TikTok. That's why I'm only doing 30-minute TikTok pre-shows, because I'm not trying to get banned. I don't want to have to deal with an agent to try to get me unbanned when we shouldn't be getting banned in the first place. What are we getting banned for? For telling the truth? Because we have the nerve to challenge the status quo, to say, hey, don't think you're correct about that. Don't think you have the best ideas. Let's try this other shit. Why are we getting banned for that? Why are they hitting me for civic and election integrity? For telling the truth? Why are they framing it as if I'm like a terrible person for telling the truth? But then they're making it seem like these capping ass cappers are the most amazing, most wonderful people in the world. All these motherfuckers we see on TV hosting these bullshit TV shows, hosting these goofy bullshit ass debates where they don't talk about anything useful at all, anything important at all. We're just supposed to pretend like this is the highest level debate of all time. Like I was telling y'all the other day, they didn't talk about homelessness, hunger, poverty, climate change. I mean, they brought up climate change, but I don't recall any answer any of them gave about how they're going to directly, seriously address climate change in any tangible, meaningful way. And this is the issues that we have as a society. We can't even talk about actual issues at all because somebody might get triggered. Some advertiser might not fucking like it. Yeah, that's exactly the issue that I have. That's exactly the issue that I have, Jay. Being saved. Saved from what? That's what I hate. Like the fact they even like call it that. Mind you, framing. That's how they frame the issue, that becoming a delusional person is being saved. Like that's a good thing. Choosing delusional is somehow a good thing. You're being saved. You're doing something good. You're directing. You're dedicating your life to something good. And again, right? Atheism. They like to equate atheism with nihilism, as if being an atheist means that we don't care about shit. And that's one of the ideas that they purport to. Yeah. Framing is one of the most important issues of today. because it's not just about the data, it's not just about the facts, but the way it's presented. You can present a fact in a way to make it seem like it's false, or you can present a fact in a way to make it seem like it's fucking immoral. Exactly. Exactly, Jay. They always love to use that argument. Where do you get your morals from? Matter of fact, check it out. So I had a friend. In fact, she's in the Discord. No, we haven't gone deep into morality, but we'll talk about that sometime. But the fact of the matter is that I had a friend who gave me tickets to go see a episode of the Steve Harvey Show at NBC Studios downtown. So we go to the show. This is my first time being in the audience for a TV show. I'm like, damn, that's kind of cool. So they do the show. It was cool, entertaining. But after the show, Steve Harvey gave us all a speech talking about how we all need to turn to the Lord. How atheists are evil or whatever. Where do you get your morals? Say exactly that. Where do they get their morals from? And again, that is the framing. They love to frame it as if atheists are immoral and like their morals are amazing. Silk, it's okay, fam. Just go make your fucking calls, bro. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's totally fine. Go handle your business, fam. Do your thing. We gonna be here. We gonna be here. But see, they frame it like that, while at the same time doing everything possible to shun our ability, to censor and suppress our ability for critiquing their morality. Everything is backwards. They pretend like they're morally superior to everybody while hindering our ability to actually challenge them in any tangible, meaningful way in public, which is how they're able to make the arguments they make about, oh, fucking, where do you get your morals from? Well, we get our morals from God, but then it always begs the question, where exactly is this God creature that you're talking about? What is it? Where is it? How do you know? If it's real, then why can't we talk to it directly and see exactly what it actually thinks? No, it shouldn't scare you. It shouldn't scare you. Because we all need a source. All of us need a source, right? We need a source to understand what the fuck we're talking about. It's not the fact that they need a source. It's the fact that they would choose to subscribe to a source that they can't demonstrate is actually a real one that actually exists. Of course you know where I was going, because he said this shit publicly all the fucking time. Exactly. Exactly. And that's exactly the problem. That's why I equate the Bible as ancient 1984. Ancient 1984. The Bible is ancient 1984. The God the Father, Yahweh, whatever, is Big Brother, telling you that evil is good and that good is evil. Everything is backwards. Yeah, you know, go over there, kill everybody, don't leave nobody. Make sure, specifically, you kill all the women and babies and children. Kill all the babies and every single one of them. And that's the problem. When you have a Bible, when you have a book where this supposedly supreme, morally superior being is telling you to kill children, well, then there are times when killing children is a morally superior thing to do. So if a mom says that the Lord told her to drown her children, hey, why is she a terrible mother? her fucking God told her to kill children. Look, it says it in the book. 1 Samuel 15. It says the Lord said to kill children. So if she kills her children, how can she be a bad mother? Exactly, Jay. The whole point is we should be questioning everything. Everything. Anybody who has the idea that you shouldn't question anything or you can't question us because whatever bullshit they want to say, why would God, if there was a such thing, that's one of the reasons why I equate all this shit to simulation hypothesis. Because if there was a God that existed, if there was the grand designer, the grand web developer, the grand app developer in the sky, why would he not want you to question him? It, whatever pronoun it goes by, why would it not want to be questioned? Why would it not want to be questioned? Most mentors will say, hey, come to me if you have any questions. You need any advice, you need any ideas, come to me. So why then do theists love to say you shouldn't question the Lord? You shouldn't question God. Why would that be such a bad thing to do? If you're trying to develop an app and you run into a problem, the best course of action is to try to ask people, hey, I'm trying to make this app, I'm trying to make this money app, and I can't get it to count right. What the fuck did I do wrong? And then somebody could come by and be like, oh, see, you forgot to, see, you made the syntax problem. You need to add the semicolon at the end, not the beginning. Oh, damn, how did I not see that? Damn. My IDE was supposed to tell me, but I couldn't really. But no, instead, don't you question the Lord. Don't question God. God works in mysterious ways. Why would the Lord want to work in mysterious ways? Why wouldn't the Lord want to work in logical, reasonable ways? You know who works in mysterious ways? Serial killers. That's why Unsolved Mysteries is such a great show, because it's hard to understand the mind of a crazy person. They're mysterious. It's hard to understand their patterns and their movements and their motivations and why they do what they want to do. Serial killers like to be mysterious. See, we here in the no cap zone, we have a strict dress code because we're not with that capish shit. Not get the fuck off with that capish shit. We love transparency. We love facts. We love data. We love information. We love showing you. I could tell you and tell you and tell you and tell you and tell you, but then I can show you what I'm talking about. And see, that's exactly the problem. The media hates it when you show the truth, when you actually open the hood and show them how the actual engine works and say, okay, well, this is this part and that's that part. And see, this is how this works. And so, yeah, you got to fucking understand that this works like this, but not like that. And if you don't press that button first and then close the lid, whatever the case may be, they hate it. They hate it. They hate facts and data, especially if it makes them look bad and faker. They can't stand it being exposed and being demonstrated for being full of shit. And so when it comes to morality is ever changing because life is ever changing. Technology is ever changing. New discoveries change our entire worldviews, change our total understanding of the world and the universe we inhabit. That's why we have to have conversations. And thinking that some ancient sci-fi fantasy comic book is the end-all be-all to morality is ludicrous in and of itself. Because, first of all, if there was something, the grand designer in the sky, why would it want to communicate via a book? A book that's been most loosely translated, with all these different interpretations, all these different denominations that have different interpretations of all these different fucking books and all that. Why would it want there to be division among people it's trying to communicate with? When I'm communicating with y'all, Why would I want y'all to argue about what the fuck I'm saying as a logical person? The last thing I would want from my friends, my fans, my family, whatever, is for y'all to be arguing about what the hell I meant about what I said about some shit that I said 5 minutes ago. See, I'm the type of person, if y'all are going to argue about what I meant, no, hey, here's what I meant, guys. Actually, my bad. Look, I guess I should have been clearer. What I meant was I really love the big butts, and I cannot lie. I really, really like the big butts. I cannot lie. Yeah, of course you did. Of course you did. That's why I had to take a break from TikTok. That's why I had to. I had a warning on my account too. And getting shut down a bunch of times, I know where that leads because it's already happened to me. That's why we're here on YouTube. Because all this time we've been doing lives on YouTube, not one single time, not once, I have not seen not one single fucking warning, not a single shutdown, not a single nothing. At best, I'll see a copyright because I'll play instrumentals that I'll rap over. Other than that, I have not gotten a warning. I haven't gotten a violation strike or none of that shit. Ever. Yeah, of course Trump supporters do that all the time. Because they're delusional as hell. Democrats are the same way. Except they're absolutely worse. Because as I was demonstrating to y'all on Saturday, when all this crazy shit was happening, I was telling you, Jay, no, they know what they're doing. That's what makes them the greater evil. They love to pretend like they're the good guys. They're so wonderful. But the moment I start showing y'all all the bullshit that they've done, all of a sudden, here comes the bullshit. And that was what was funny, right? We streamed for 7.5 hours on Saturday. 7.5 hours. I didn't see anything happen until we started talking about Democrats. Funny how that works. The moment we start talking about Democrats and their hypocrisy and all the bullshit that they do, all of a sudden restriction, violation. Your life is civic and fucking election integrity shit. And I'm literally showing you. I'm not just making shit up. I'm literally showing you. Of course. One thing about Democrats, they're the biggest fucking hypocrites in the world. They paint themselves as these super duper leftists, but really they do all this right wing shit. They are right wing. They are right wing. Talking about how, Trump's gonna destroy democracy. And what do? Turn around, deliberately destroying democracy. Why are they fucking suing the Green Party? Why do they sue the Green Party? Do everything possible to get them fucking off of ballots or not able to get on ballots if they cared so much about democracy? If they cared so much about democracy, why are they doing the opposite? I saw a post earlier today from this guy I follow on IG who had a post about how Kamala talked all about how she was totally against the banner wall that Trump did, but now she's featuring it in her ads now. She's featuring it in her ads now. Funny how that works. But yeah, Democrats do that all the time, Jay. They always will say, oh, look at those evil Republicans. They did this and they did that. Meanwhile, they do the same shit. Check this out, right? The very, very first time that I got put in TikTok jail was for telling the truth about Obama back in 2012. The very first time I was ever put in social media jail was saying things about Obama that were true, right? Obviously, I'm not no Republican. I'm not no racist. I'm not talking about Trump a monkey. Obama a monkey. Obama's a Kenyan. Obama not from America. Where his birth certificate? We want to know none of that shit. No, I'm talking about he received the Nobel Prize while literally dropping bombs. Like, literally getting the Nobel Peace Prize while literally being the only president to be at war the entire presidency of 2 terms. From the start to the finish, at war the whole time. But obviously, this is 2012, so this is before the second term. But still, you came in, got a Nobel Peace Prize, and you're dropping bombs at the same time. He literally got the Peace Prize just for being the first black president. And as a black man, I have major problems with that. Everybody acting like he was the greatest president of all time. But if you ask these motherfuckers what he did that was so fucking great, that was so amazing, that was so awesome, you gonna really tell me Obamacare was that fucking great? Really? Wait, so Obamacare was better than the Emancipation Proclamation? For real? You can tell me Obamacare was better than women's rights or some shit? Better than the fucking Civil Rights Act? Really? For real? Really? Oh, wait. No. You think reinstating the Patriot Act? Yeah! No, that's what was amazing. You know what's ironic about that, too? The person I learned it from was Alex Jones. Because I watched Alex Jones's Obama Deception. There was a lot of fucking bullshit in there. But that one little nugget was a fact. Obama reinstated the Patriot Act. I didn't even know that. I looked it up and it was like, oh shit, this is true. I would have never guessed that I would learn a fact from Alex Jones. But like they say, a broken clock is right at least twice a day, right? The Patriot Act ain't as wild as the NSA prison program, which also occurred or was discovered during Obama's tenure. Yeah, I learned a fact from a liar. Because even liars tell the truth. See, that's the thing about the fucking any conspiracy theorists, right? Conspiracy theorists are able to purport their lies because it's rooted in some kind of truth. They take facts, but they put their spin on it. They put a spin on it. That's why conspiracy theories are so fucking like dangerous, because there are nuggets of truth to them. If they were completely false, then it wouldn't be a conspiracy. There has to be some kind of truth to it that gives it the aura of being totally true. Because one thing we know is that there are some conspiracies, like I was saying on the TikTok, there are some conspiracies that have been proven true. The NSA prison program was basically a program by the NSA where they were mass collecting all of our metadata, right? So it's like when you're sending texts, they might not be able to see the actual content of your text, but they can see the metadata. The metadata being that information that gives them the time, the date, the location, who you send it to, who fucking was receiving it, all that shit. So pretty much everything except the actual content. And I'm the type of person to say, well, if they're able to go that far, I wouldn't be surprised if they can review the content. I don't put nothing past these fucking motherfuckers, okay? So that's what Edward Snowden, I don't know if you know who Edward Snowden is, but he actually is the one who released this data because first of all, his parents worked for the intelligence agencies his whole life. Okay, so that's how he ended up working in government, because his parents worked in, both of his parents worked in government, right? And so he talked about how going to government buildings pre 9/11, anybody could just walk into a government building. You can just walk right, anybody, literally anybody. You can just go to the FBI offices and be like, hey guys, what's going on? But after 9/11, that's when security started going crazy. Hell yeah, Penny. Like, I just assume that I'm always being monitored, which is why I personally think that all the things that have been happening to me on TikTok have been happening. I was showing my homie Silk yesterday the performance I did at the DNC back in 2016, right? About 3,000 people were in attendance. I'm on stage standing with the Green Party presidential candidate, then and current, Jill Stein, right? And I'm having conversations with her. I'm like, holy fucking shit. So these motherfuckers know who the fuck I am. Okay? Because I was on stage with a lot of other well-known social media influencers and, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. People like Jimmy Dore, Tim Black, you know what I'm saying, like Sane Progressive. The first interview me and my guys did there in Philly was with Cornel West. That was our first interview. Cornel West, the People's Party presidential candidates. Hell yeah, my girl. That's what I'm talking about. So, so they don't like the fact that I'm able to start gaining a following by just telling the truth and exposing their bullshit. That's why they cite us for civic and election integrity, because they don't like integrity. They want to purport the idea that they're the good guys and they're so wonderful and amazing. But the moment that we show the world they're full of shit, oh no, people are actually liking this, more and more people are starting to watch it, we gotta shut them down right now. That's why I say, as soon as the numbers started popping back off again, that's when they shut me down, hit me with the suspension for 7 days. Well, but see, that's the thing, Jay. Like, most conspiracy theorists are full of shit, because most of them don't learn logic. They don't know shit about the scientific method. They don't do their due diligence to ensure that what they're saying makes any sense. Check this out as an example. Perfect example. So one of my homies, maybe about a little over a decade ago, sent me this documentary. Total quintessential conspiracy theory. Like, damn near went through everything. All the shit, the Illuminati and numerology and the fucking Sagittariuses and the fucking change of the fucking planetary orbit, all that dumb shit. Oh yeah, it's definitely a Truman Show vibe. This is why I'm trying to tell you. This is why this shit happens. This is why this shit happens, my dear, because it's really on some, like, you're seeing it happen. You see it happen. You see it before your eyes. I show you just how full of shit these fools are. But anyway, I'm watching this conspiracy theory documentary, and then they talk about how there was this FBI agent who is truly mind blowing. Like, it blows my mind. Why do you think I get so fucking mad? Why do you think I make videos where I'm literally screaming at the top of my lungs? Because I see the bullshit. I see it. They are literally suppressing us. But they made this claim in this documentary. Oh, they definitely, fam. Consider what we're trying to do. We're trying to change the world. We're trying to change the world for the better. The powers that be that benefit from the status quo are not going to let it happen without a fight. They're not. They're not. They're not. They're monitoring me. They've been monitoring me, which means they're probably monitoring you too. And anybody who fucks with me. Because as I said, they're not going to let power go without a fight. They're not going to let it go. That's why we see all this crazy shit happening. I mean, think about it like this, right? I can't tell you how many times I've made a post and within like the first 5 minutes, some random account with no followers, ain't following nobody, the account was just created 10 minutes ago, is on my post talking all kinds of shit. You think that shit is by accident? You think that that shit is just some fucking like coinkydink? No. These motherfuckers have teams of motherfuckers. I seen this episode. I mean, okay, I used to watch this show called what was it? Damn. The fuck was this show? Hold on. It was called Homeland. So Homeland was the show on Showtime about this chick that worked at the CIA. She suffered from some psychological disorder. I want to say it might have been schizophrenia or something. What was it? No, bipolar. She was bipolar. Long story short, she worked for the CIA, right? And the last season, they talked about how there was one of her superiors who worked at the CIA had what's called a black site. You know, they have this office that's not official, off the grid, where they have these bot farms or whatever, where they would have these people in these offices, in these cubicles or whatever you call them, managing fake accounts, pretending like they're real people, but they're not. They're just CIA bots, working specifically to confuse and manipulate people and spread disinformation to shape and frame different issues and shit like that. If you don't think this shit actually happens in real life, something is fucking wrong with you. If you don't think half these trolls that be jumping in the chat ain't some of these motherfuckers, something's wrong with you. If you think that these motherfuckers aren't doing the mass reporting, having all these bot accounts and troll accounts and all these fucking haters, these people that come, jump out the way and go so far and say all this shit, something is wrong with you. Like they say, art imitates life. Art imitates life, not the other way around. Art imitates life. I don't know if you ever seen this movie Stranger Than Fiction. There's a reason why they say stranger than fiction, because the things that happen in real life are fucking crazy. Like, you can't write this shit. Like we was talking the other day about the first loser that tried to assassinate Trump, they got caught being in the Black Rock commercial. I'm like, you can't make this shit. If I wrote that in the movie, you would think that I was a goofy. And yet, here we are in the real world. That's exactly the shit that actually happens. But what I was saying before was, in this conspiracy documentary, they made a claim that this FBI agent had found this crazy conspiracy within the FBI, and so then they made him disappear, never to be seen again. Never to be seen again. Yeah, exactly, they are. So I'm like, what? That's pretty crazy. An FBI agent just disappearing. That's not some shit that just happens. So let me look this shit up. I looked it up quick, went to Google, typed in the dude's name. I don't even remember the dude's name. All I know is came right up. Got a Wikipedia page and everything. No, the dude did not disappear. The dude is alive and well. The dude is in a mental institution because he got caught trying to mess with minors. And I'm like, see, man, this is the type of shit I'm talking about. But see, not only did I go to college, but I fucking got a pretty good education. So I know how to research. I know how to do my due diligence. I know not to just take claims at face value and just accept it. But see, most people don't think that way because most people weren't taught to think that way. Most people will take a claim at face value and just accept it as fact and not look the shit up. They will pretend like they have no idea what Google is, like they don't know what a search engine is. They'll just take a claim at face value and run with it. And then we wonder why people subscribe to these ridiculous ideas and ideologies and why they are fucking shit up, looking stupid as fuck. Yeah, I bet they are wild. Yeah. But that's exactly what I'm talking about. Most people aren't taught this type of shit. Most people aren't taught to learn and look at these different things and to know that, yeah, if you go against the grain or if you're doing something in government and then you don't like it, they're not just going to let you go that easy. It's not that simple, because if it was, life would be so much more simple. But like I've been saying, like, we're trying to change the world. We're trying to wrestle control away from those that benefit from human misery. And so those who benefit from human misery do not want that shit to change. The powers that be do not want shit to change. The politicians that are in office, they want to stay in office. They are working on behalf of their political party. Their party wants to stay in office and wants to maintain control of the fucking media, wants to maintain control of government. That's why when they see, oh shit, motherfuckers starting to get followers, motherfuckers starting to get viewers, shut him down right now. Like I said, we only had 3-4 people watching when all this shit happened on Saturday. Why would they need to hit us with all these fucking warnings and restrictions? Like I said, I'm surprised they didn't just straight shut me down on some real shit. But why would they need to do all of that with just 3-4 people watching? If I was so insignificant, if I was just some nobody, why would they need to do that shit to me? If what I was saying was so wrong, why couldn't they just correct me? Why couldn't they just come in the chat and be like, actually, no, that claim you made was wrong because actually, no, here's the update. Okay, you showed us the CBS News article, but you didn't know that ABC News did a newer article a week later to show actually that whole story was fabricated. And no, that never happens. Instead, election and civic integrity. You keep going and your life will be shut down. And I'm literally showing y'all what I'm talking about. So like I said, they do not want us to make any inroads. They don't want us to gain a following. They don't want us to build the coalition to change the world. Because if we do that, we might just change the world. Which means that some of these motherfuckers might have to take super duper L's, and then they might have to stop making money. They might have to lose control of their fucking profit making ways. They might actually have to lose control of the market that they were dominating this whole time. You mean to tell me Democrats and Republicans have been in office for over 100 years and now it's just gonna go away? No, they're not gonna let that happen. That's why anytime you engage in the debate with them, that's why they say these things. Oh, you must be a Russian bot. Oh, you must be a Trump supporter. Oh, you must be a fucking lover of fascism. Okay, Boris. Yeah. Okay, Boris. That's why they do it. It's not because they lack critical thinking. It's because they are all about self-preservation. They are only their goals are not trying to make the world a better place. That's how they market themselves, but that's not their goal. Their goal is maintaining the status quo at all costs, winning elections, staying in office. That's why at the debates, they didn't talk a lot about policy. They didn't address any real major issues in any serious way. because they don't want to make too many promises. And they definitely don't want to get put on blast for the miserable failures that they have been this whole time. And the people that are just super loyal to their fucking parties, they're never going to go out and tell the truth because, as I always say, they got theirs. They got theirs. They're on the payroll. Or they're just super lovers of the party. So they are never, ever, 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 ever going to admit to any wrongdoing. I talk about this story all the time about how I had this, well, she wasn't a friend, this classmate from high school. And I lost a lot of respect for people at my high school because of shit like this, right? My high school is supposed to be one of the greatest, if not the best high school, public high school in the state of Illinois. It shouldn't be, but when you have a party that fails to understand its own laws, like I was showing y'all yesterday, you can't be surprised. You can't be surprised. You mean to tell me lawyers don't know the law? Lawyers don't know the law. You know, the laws that they helped to make, the laws that they had to study extensively in order to pass the bar exam. Yeah, it's never been community based. I mean, you're talking about a country that was formed by owning slaves. That's how we were formed. And then people like to try to blow that off like, yeah, well, let me show you these other countries that did the same thing. Is that supposed to, like, change the fact that things are fucked up? Is that supposed to somehow, like, excuse the fact that everything has been fucked up and continue to be and will continue to be as long as we don't address the giant elephants in the room? Oh, well, because the British Empire did a lot of fuck shit, that's supposed to, like, say that Britain is perfect? I don't know what they're trying to say. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. That's how the police were formed. Because they wanted to keep the slaves in line. That's why when people try to talk to me about how wonderful and amazing the founding fathers are, y'all can miss me with all of that. Y'all can miss me all of that. George Washington and fucking Thomas Jefferson were both slave owners. I don't want to hear none of that shit. And they fucking created the fucking Constitution talking about fucking, we hold these truths to be self-evident that all men were created equal, except those fucking niggers. Yeah, those slaves, yeah, fuck that. I bet you were. And that's what's up. Maybe you could tell me a thing or two. Because at the end of the day, all these motherfuckers are out here capping hard as fuck. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. Motherfucker gonna tell me, well, Thomas Jefferson wrote a letter saying that he felt really sad about owning slaves. I don't give a fuck. Okay, if that was the truth, then why the fuck didn't he just say, okay, well, let's just end slavery right now in the Constitution. All people are created equal. Everyone who's a human being is equal. Slavery sucks. Let's make that the First Amendment. Slavery sucks. Let's end that shit. Not right now. The First Amendment, no such thing as slavery. If you own a slave, if you treat a person like property, you are a piece of shit. That's like the Bible not having an anti-rape commandment. You got all these 10 commandments, not one of them is about rape. Okay, you said don't covet another man's wife. How about saying don't rape people? How about that? Don't enslave people. How about that? You got all these commandments, and you ain't say nothing about rape, incest, child murder, none of that shit. Thou shalt not have any gods before. Shut the fuck up, God. The hell is wrong with you? Hey, what's up, JV? What's up? Thank you for coming through. Please hit that like button, please. Thank you, please. Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. So the fact of the matter is, like, the media, thank you. The fact of the matter is, this is what the media does. Like the government, right? The government's supposed to be the people. The people. But no, it's not. It's never been. It's never been the people. That was the first lie. For, by, of. No. It's for, by, of some people. Those people. The rich, the banks, and the corporations. The elitists of the elites. The government has never been about us, people. Because if they were, then why was slavery legal? Like, literally, to begin with. When they formulated the Constitution, why, what was it? The 13th, 14th Amendment, was it? Yeah. It took 13 amendments for them. 13 amendments for them to abolish slavery. 13. Yeah, there's the 14th. Civil rights. 14th. Civil rights. 13th. Abolition of slavery. It took 13 amendments. What kind of shit is that? What kind of shit is that? That goes to show you that this shit has been going on all this time. America, that's why I keep telling y'all, America's the capital, the scam capital. Motherfuckers think that it's like it just be, no, it's been this from the start. No, slavery never ended. It just rebranded. That's why do you think we have these prisons now? The prison industrial complex. The private prison industrial complex. You literally can buy stock in a private prison. Don't be sorry. I know what the hell you meant. I know what a typo is. I know how shitty it is to type on a fucking phone. I got big fucking fingers. Trust me. I typos all the time. Yeah, I seen that. But they said that it wasn't a lynching. No foul play. No foul play here. Yeah, totally, like, you know, just totally hung himself from a tree. You know. Blood on the lives. Blood on the lives. Strange fruits hanging. Blood on the leaves. Blood on the leaves. That's actually a great song from Kanye. Best song on an otherwise trash ass album. I got the album over here still in the plastic. Of course they won't. Of course they won't. This is why in the modern age, that's why I'm all about demonstration. That's why that's why we're talking about media manipulation. It's so easy for these motherfuckers to manipulate people all the time. They want to believe everything's on the up and up. But if we say, hey, show us, they make excuses. Oh, like, we got to get a FOIA. a Freedom of Information Act request for them to release the footage. They can't just show us all these police shootings that happen. These motherfuckers had to start wearing body cams because we knew they were capping hard as hell. We seen too many motherfuckers getting shot by cops, and cops being like, oh, well, he had a gun, I fear for my life. Like we was talking the other day about old girl south of Chicago in that whatever town. I forgot where it was, Kankakee or some shit. I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. But I'm a terrible person for fucking bringing that up, right? These motherfuckers cap so hard. They do everything to pretend like everything's on the up and up. But every time we start exposing them and showing the truth, all of a sudden, all these weird, crazy things start happening all the time. And that's what we should be doing, Penny. That's what we do. That's what we do here in the no cap zone. That's why we have such a strict ass dress code. Knocking it off with that fucking cap and shit. Well, didn't you hear, Jay? Corporations are people, my friend. Corporations are people. Corporations are people. Labeled as a, what was that? A suicide! It was labeled as a suicide! Suicide! That's fucked up. Me and Silk were watching this video from Stay Awake yesterday in one of those true crime channels. I'm so sick of the censorship. I'm so sick. I hate it. 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 I hate that these things can happen in real life, but then we can't say what happened in real life. We have to fucking say like, oh, unalive. We have to use these euphemisms like grape, and we have to say essay. No. Rape! How about that? Rape. Yeah, rape. It actually happens. People get raped. Incest actually happens in real life. I'm not trying to hear any of this goofy shit. I'm so sick of the censorship. And that's another aspect of the media manipulation, all of the censorship shit. You have to say essay on the line. You have to either that, or if you say the word rape, you gotta block it out. So she got, and then after that, he her, and then after that, he grabbed a knife and then started, and then after that, he grabbed a shovel and then he dug her into the hole, and then he covered it up with a bunch of lime, and then after that, he fucking took the weapons and he took the pew. What the fuck are we talking about? That's exactly it, Jay. See, this is the issue that we have. Like, that's at the core of the issue, that right there. You said, oh, if it's so simple, why won't the business just... Because, see, when it comes to real life, see, when you care about truth, it's so simple. But when you're trying to lie and bullshit, you have to fucking overcomplicate everything. Theism overcomplicates everything. They have this whole ideology about, oh, well, see, angels and demons and the Lord is all this power and intelligence and capabilities everywhere. But he's going to create his own enemy who's going to foil all his plans. And so then God is going to create these people that have these different qualities and attributes, but then he's going to be mad that they have these qualities and attributes that he created for them. So he's going to attack them for having these attributes that he gave them, because he doesn't like gays, but then he created gays, but then he hates gays. And so if you're gay, fuck you. He's gonna kill your whole nation and your whole family because I don't know. The shit don't make any sense. How about this? All of that shit is bullshit. How about we simplify it and say all of that shit is bullshit? It's actually, see, and this is what I'm saying. Reality is a lot simpler than people like to make it out to be. Even though, yes, it's complicated. Quantum physics is complicated. Quantum mechanics is complicated as hell. But see, the thing about it, it's not all that complicated. What I mean by that is, see, if we actually had all these people working together to try to understand it, we could get a handle on it by next Tuesday. But when you have literally billions of people saying, nah, I don't want to do that, I just rather worship the Lord, whatever the fuck that means, yeah, then it becomes super duper complicated because we have a whole bunch of people who don't even want to understand it, who don't even want to try to understand it in the fucking first place. Yeah, see, that's the problem, Jamie. We have all these people that say these things, but because they are so ignorant, like a basic understanding of logic, reason, fact-based evidence, and the scientific method, they are willing to publicly embarrass themselves and say this ridiculous, goofy-ass nonsense. If religion... See, now that one's a difficult one. That one's a difficult one. Because it makes sense as to why religion existed. I mean, it would have been dope as fuck if people were like, oh shit, why is he sick? Why does he look like he's in pain? Why does he look like he's not enjoying himself? Wait, he's not moving no more. Hey, we need to figure out what the fuck is going on. And they just engaged in science. That would have been awesome. But you're dealing with a bunch of people who are ignorant as hell, who don't know shit about fuck, many of whom I'm sure suffer from various psychological disorders. And yeah, they don't know that they have disorders. So motherfuckers are like, hey, no, I heard the voice. It was God. Yeah, it was God. He told me we gotta stab him in the throat and then we gotta burn him at the stake. We gotta sacrifice him, right? And he's gonna say, it smells so good. Okay, all right. That was so good. Okay, all right. I'm gonna end the drought. All right, here you go. I love the smell of burning human flesh in the morning. Yeah. See, theists do everything possible, Jamie. It's called apologetics. They make every fucking excuse possible. Every excuse possible to explain away all of the ridiculousness of their bullshit. So, oh, those Nazis were evil? Well, then we're just going to say that they weren't Christians. We're just going to assert that they weren't Christians because that would make us look bad, even though we know damn well a lot of them are Christians. In fact, fuck that. Let's just look at the Catholic Church. They're Christians, even though you have a lot of Protestants that assert that they're not. I know a lot of Baptists and fucking Lutherans or whatever brand of bullshit they want to subscribe to that say that Catholics aren't Christians. Like, even among Christians don't agree that other Christians are Christians. Christians will look at Mormons and be like, oh, they're totally not Christians. And I'm just like, see, that's what's so sad about all of y'all. Y'all act like your brand of crazy is somehow more sane than their brand of crazy, when crazy is crazy. That's why when I talk about the two-party system and people want to say, oh, well, this party is totally better than that one, miss me with that. That's like saying the shit that I took just before this live is better than the shit that I took this morning because it wasn't as much shit. Last time I checked, shit was shit. So, why are we measuring shit? Why are we measuring shit with the measuring stick if it's shit? That don't make any sense. Shit is shit. Okay, this group has a bigger mound of shit, okay? But see, the idea, the fact that they've been presented like that, like this group is the big mouth shit. No, this group has more foul-smelling shit. Ew, it's just more in your face. But this group likes to pretend like their shit don't stink at all. See, we said that we love the gays. Doesn't that mean we're so great? No. Because if you fucking deregulate banks, well, what the fuck? What do I care that you love gays? You deregulated banks. You fucking said, hey, banks, do what the fuck you want. Oh, derivatives trading, who cares? Like, you know, that's y'all thing. Just go do it. Just do it to your heart's content. Even Bernie Sanders was like, yeah, derivatives trading, I'm cool with that. Totally cool with that. Even though that directly caused a major problem with the 2008 crash, but that's neither here nor there. Yeah, Hitler was totally a Christian. But see, the point is, whether he was a Christian or not doesn't even matter. Honestly, they're all crazy. Period. If you're the type of person who thinks that killing a bunch of people, killing anyone, for pretty much no good reason makes sense, you're crazy. If the Lord thinks, oh, I don't like them because they was talking shit, go kill them all. Yeah, God, I'm sorry. Even if you're real, and you are the most powerful, you're an idiot and you're a psychopath. I'm sorry. I don't give a fuck. Yeah, I do want to talk about it because I was a super proud Bernie supporter. I was telling Silk yesterday, I didn't even want to go to the DNC in 2016 because that bitch ass dude gave up 2 weeks before the convention when he told us he was going to fight all the way to the convention. I was expecting the contested convention the likes of 1968. Instead, he cowered down, kowtowed to Hillary like a bitch. Like a pussy ass bitch. Lame. Fucking lame. Bernie was a patsy the whole time. And see, that's what I was talking about too on the live Saturday when they was shutting me down because I was explaining the game, right? I was explaining the game because I was talking about how Democrats introduced the system of superdelegates, ironically, in 1984. Now, what's the significance of that? Can't quite put my finger on it. But whatever. The purpose of introducing a system of superdelegates, for one, it is to ensure that the well, I shouldn't say for one, but just straight up, it was to ensure that the elitist political candidate, the elitist presidential candidate, will win the nomination by being used as a set of framing for that candidate. Let me explain what that means. Okay, so delegates and superdelegates don't vote until the actual DNC. We're going to get to that, Jay. We're going to get to that. We're going to get straight to that. Because that's pretty much the Democrats, the DNC's MO. Creating problems and then campaigning on trying to solve the problem. That's one of the things I talk about all the time. But the superdelegates, they don't vote until the DNC, but all primaries long, they fucking use these delegates to try to show, oh, the elitist candidate has so many more delegates, particularly superdelegates, than the fucking grassroots candidate. The grassroots patsy is used to garner support from the further extremists of the base, the party base. So if you're a leftist and you're more leftist, like left-leaning, like actually leftist, you're more of a progressive, then you're gonna fucking go with the fucking Bernie Sanders. You're gonna support Bernie, you're gonna vote for Bernie, so that then when he loses, inevitably, then your only choice is to fucking vote for Hillary. He's gonna say, "Hey guys, Trump is one of the he's a danger to democracy. He's terrible and horrible. So go vote for Hillary. Go vote for Hillary. Go vote for Hillary." That's been the game that they've been playing for fucking decades, since 1984, and they've been pretending like that's not been the game. But then they went even further in 2016 by pulling out all the stops, every fucking step of the way, right? From hitting him with shit about, what was it? They tried to say one of his staff members access voter data or some shit that he wasn't supposed to. They had people infiltrate Bernie's campaign where they actually would mislead people to certain events. Oh yeah, we got the rally on Tuesday, but really it was Monday. So everybody's showing up Tuesday thinking that it was the rally, but really it was Monday. So everything got fucked up. And then, like I said earlier, the throwing chairs thing, shit like that, all types of crazy shit. Pulling out all the stops to sabotage this dude's campaign. While constantly, every fucking primary, oh look, Hillary has 150 fucking super delegates to Bernie Sanders' 22. So clearly she is a more serious candidate. Everybody should be supporting her. But one thing that Bernie did, and this was brilliant, and I'm not surprised. I mean, I'm not sure. Actually, I am sure. I'm not sure why more people don't do it. Bernie showed a new methodology for raising money. Instead of catering and kowtowing to the rich, the banks, and the corporations, saying, please, 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 rich people, donate to me, please. I'll suck your dick. I'll suck your dick. Instead of doing that, just go to the people, say, just give me $27. $27. Just donate $27. And for a few months, he was able to outraise Hillary because instead of charging $10,000 a plate where only rich people could buy it, he appealed to the people. He appealed to the people and said, hey, just give me $27. $27, that's it. So it's like, if you appeal to the people, right? 350 million fucking people in the country, and you say, hey guys, all I'm asking for is $27. That's it. $27, bruh. We talking about you can't even get an eighth with that. All right, so just hook me up, just hook your brother up. $27. Cash App, the ultimate rate. Bernie Sanders. And that's all you gotta do. And he was able to raise a lot of money from the people, which goes to show, no, you don't have to always go to the rich, the banks, and the corporations to get money. Even though wealth inequality is constantly rising and rising and rising, getting higher and higher and higher, worse and worse and worse, you can raise money from the people. When people pool their resources together, you can do a lot of shit. So you mean to tell me Hillary is catering to all these rich banks and corporations, literally getting paid to give speeches, to tell bankers, no, you guys are being wrongly persecuted. You guys are awesome and perfect. Here, you banks are so wonderful. Y'all are so great and wonderful and perfect. Please, please give me money. You mean to tell me they got all the money, literally all the money, like all of it. And that whole time, Bernie is able to outraise her? And she's literally catering. She's doing all of that all day. To motherfuckers, they got all the money, literally all the money. They literally could just print money. They can just say, you know what? We're just gonna, hey, Federal Reserve, give us like $1 trillion more of that shit. And yet Bernie is able to outraise her. How does that make any sense? It's because he appealed to the public. He appealed to the people by telling them, hey, all those issues y'all care about, that's what I'm about. So if you hook me up, couple bucks, we can fucking make this shit happen. Even though he was fucking capping the whole time. Let's be real. All he did was took that money and gave it to Hillary anyway, but that's neither here nor there. But the fact of the matter is, we have enough resources among us to make the changes we need to make. So when people act like, oh, it's so impossible, it's so like not possible, that is another media manipulation tactic. It's another media manipulation tactic. It's them selling you the idea that we are totally powerless. We need these losers and these idiots and these charlatans to do anything. And if we don't, then we're completely fucking hopeless. And that is bullshit. That is fucking bullshit. That's why I always say shit like, if somebody like Taylor Swift, fucking Drake, Beyonce, any huge major celebrity, any super rich celebrity, you know, if they wanted to fucking start a movement, they wanted to start a rebellion right now, they could do it right now. Right now. They got all the means to do it. They got literally all the resources. They got the reach. They have millions upon millions of followers. I mean, Drake has at least one video that I know of that has over 1 billion views. And I can make the hotline blink. That means one thing. Cause I know when the hotline blink. Yeah, that shit got over 1 billion views. That one song. And Drake has an entire catalog. And is still making new shit. And new shit. Dude dropped the fucking super, gigs and terabytes of fucking music and videos and shit. I ain't checked it. I ain't even gonna start. But the point is, he has the ability to make changes happen. Motherfucking Kendrick Lamar was announced, oh, he's gonna fucking be fucking performing at the Super Bowl. The dude can get a whole bunch of gangbangers together on stage, but he can't lead an actual revolution at all? Huh. Weird. All these motherfuckers want to pretend like they know what the hell they're talking about. And yet they ain't doing anything tangible to actually improve society. You mean to tell me there's a whole controversy now? People talking about, oh, poor Lil Wayne. Poor Lil Wayne. Oh no. What is the world coming to? Why aren't they letting Lil Wayne perform at the Super Bowl? This is a travesty. Jay-Z, what are you doing? We want answers. Why would you not pick Lil Wayne? This is the biggest issue of our lifetime. Why is Lil Wayne not performing at the Super Bowl? They're having it in New Orleans. Lil Wayne is from New Orleans, and you're not gonna get Lil Wayne to perform at the Super Bowl. You're gonna get Kendrick Lamar. Oh my God. Why is the world so cruel? Weezy F, baby. And the F stands for fuck you. Please say the baby. Now after you back it up and stop, what? Drop it like it's hot. YMCMB. I thought we was brothers. Am I my brother's keeper? We all we got. YMCMP, we all we got. Come on, man. Seriously. Seriously, people. See, when it comes to Lil Wayne in the Super Bowl, y'all could talk all fucking day, every day, talking all day about, oh my God, I can't believe Lil Wayne ain't performing at the Super Bowl. Because of fuck. Why is that the biggest topic of the day? Everybody going out of their way. Oh my God, this is such a travesty. But when it comes to like homelessness, hunger, fucking child rape, everybody's mum. Ain't nobody got no solution. Ain't nobody got nothing to say. Other than the same old shit. Just believe in Jesus, believe in Jesus, believe in Jesus. But oh no, Lil Wayne, he wasn't taxed. Even though the motherfucker's a fucking multi damn near billionaire. Dude got what, 500 million for selling his fucking masters? 500 million? I like Wayne too. I've been fucking with Wayne from the beginning. I'm fanatic. The hot boys, the hot boys. You niggas see the hot boys, the hot boys. We on fire. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm talking about from the beginning. But at the end of the day, the fact of the matter is, people are willing to go out of their way to talk about that. But when it comes to actual politics and actual issues that matter, people shutting the fuck up all of a sudden. People can't do shit. People can't help shit. We can't do nothing. Oh no, we can't do anything. I want to do something. Project 2025. Oh no. Oh no. Project 2025. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? Project 2025. If Trump wins, he's gonna destroy the world. He's gonna destroy our democracy. Even though we already had 4 years of Trump and the democracy is still alive. But no, this time, he's really gonna destroy. Shut the fuck up. The fact of the matter is that we have way the fuck more power than most people realize. This is going back to what I was saying about that girl on the bus. 30 of us on the fucking bus. We could have stopped this dude out. Wouldn't have even been a question. Wouldn't even been hard. We literally would not have had anything to worry about. Even if he had a weapon, even if he had a projectile firearm, he can't shoot us all. He can't hurt us all. He can't fuck with none of us. 30 of us on the bus, but I'm by myself to stand up to this loser. People coming up to me, hey man, that was good. Hey, good job. But I'm looking at them like, it's all of us. It's all of us on this fucking bus. If we were together, if we were working in unison, we would have kicked his fucking ass, knocked his stupid ass off the fucking bus. That's why I always say the hardest part isn't the actual doing of the work. The doing of the work is not the hard part. I've actually helped pass legislation here in Illinois with a group of no more than 20 people. 20 people we got legislation passed here in Illinois. Jay, that's bitch ass behavior, and that's exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah, he can hurt one of us, but he can't hurt all of us. That's the point. And with me by myself, I could have gotten hurt. But you know what happened? I stood the fuck up. He didn't do shit because he was a bitch. That was the point. That was the point. He was a bitch. That's why he picked on that young girl in the first place. Because that's what bitch ass niggas do. Bitch ass niggas pick on people that they know they can pick on. That is the point. That is the point. But there's 30 of us. Even if he could hurt one of us, fuck that. Stomp his bitch ass the fuck out. Remember when Jared Lee Lawler went to that fucking Gabby Gifford fucking meetup? He started shooting people. Yeah, he shot people, he killed people, damn near killed Gabby Giffords, killed a little girl, killed a few other people, and the old lady stopped his stupid ass, grabbed his gun, and then everybody jumped on him and he was done. So, what are we gonna do? Let this dude kill us all? We just gonna let this dude just stand there and shoot us all? We just gonna act like little bitches? We gonna act like this is a kung fu movie? We gonna one at a time, fucking, okay, he shot you. Okay, I'm gonna go in there, I'm gonna get shot. No! If we were smart, we would work together in unison. Stomp this bitch ass nigga the fuck out. And yet, we are a nation of bitch-ass motherfuckers who don't want to do shit because they're pussy-ass lames that don't want to do shit. Lazy as fuck, bitch-made as hell, scary as hell, lazy as hell, pretending like they're such amazing people for doing absolutely fucking nothing. Thinking that please, Jesus, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Hey, vote blue no matter who. Vote blue no matter who. Vote red until you're dead. Vote red till you're red in the head. Like this is the shit that's gonna save the world. For real. That's why I don't want to hear that talk. Oh, he could hurt one of you. Oh, yeah. Well, we're all getting hurt right now. All of us. All of us. We all got all of us got microplastics in our fucking bloodstream right now. All of us. Every single fucking last damn one of us. You, her, him, they, she, who, ha. Everybody got motherfucking microplastics in their blood. What the fuck are we going to do about it? Act like little bitches and say, oh, I might get hurt if I say it. No. We tried that. That don't do shit. Not doing shit doesn't do shit. Oh my God, who would have thought? Oh my God, who would have thought? That doesn't solve shit. How about, let's just try this. Instead of this bystander effect ass, bitch made ass loser shit, how about we as people actually work together? Stand up to these fucks. Let them know we're not standing by and letting them continue to worsen the world while we just act like little bitches like we can't do nothing about it. Why do you think they're fighting so vociferously to suppress and censor us as much as possible? Because even they know that they're full of shit and they know they can't stop us. That's why they talk so much about January 6th, because it didn't take a huge group of people to cause so much chaos. But that was just a small group of idiotic imbeciles. We got a nation full of people. Like I keep saying, 350 million people. I be in all these groups, all these subreddits, whatever. They be having hundreds of thousands, millions of people in these groups, in these subreddits. Way more than enough people that it takes to make actual change. It just so happens that almost everybody in these groups and subreddits are full of fucking shit and don't actually want to do shit. Because they're pussy. Because they're lame. Because they don't want to do nothing. And they want to tell me, somebody who's already done the thing that y'all claim y'all want to do, who's done it. Passed legislation. Got it through the motherfucking legislature, is ratified by Congress. Y'all want to tell me I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. And then you wonder why these motherfuckers want to shut me down so hard. Because I'm telling you, it's not that hard. It's not that hard. As a matter of fact, the dude I was talking about on the bus, I had to lift a finger. I had to stand up. I had to get in his face. I had to threaten him. I had to punch him. I had to kick him. All I did was say, dude, knock it off. And he knocked it off. Not a single fucking punch thrown. Not a single motherfucking kick. Not a single wrestling match. All it took was just for me to say, nigga, shut the fuck up. And he shut his bitch made ass the fuck up. But now, you want to be a little bitch too? You want to cry and be like, oh, nigga, do you not know who I am? Do you not know where I am right now? I am in Chicago, Southside, 079, Killer Ward. There's a reason they call it Killer Ward. Because we got a bunch of fucking killers in this ward. I know many of them personally. Those people that you love to talk about, I know motherfuckers who know these motherfuckers. Directly, personally. Y'all talk about like King Von is this crazy and say, he does not have bodies like that. All of that shit is media sensationalism. Sensationalism. Straight like that. Y'all think this motherfucker's just walking around just killing everybody at will. Come on, knock it the fuck off. That's that media sensationalism bullshit. And you gonna try to talk to me about motherfuckers in the city that I live in, that I've lived in my whole fucking life, and you gonna try to tell me about shit of my city? You a bitch. Straight like that. This is my city. You can't tell me about my city unless you are here and you are from here. You can't tell me shit about my city. You're not gonna try to tell me some scary shit. You're not gonna fucking try to. I've been around motherfuckers shooting off pistols, shooting off fucking AKs and shit, doing all kinds of crazy shit. I know murderers personally, motherfuckers who have told me all about the bodies they caught. You can't tell me about none of that shit unless you are here with me telling me that you know all these motherfuckers too. Otherwise, you can miss me all that shit. Oh, you read some shit on some blog somewhere. Somebody saying some shit. Oh, you were part of some subreddit where they were talking. Man, miss me with that lame shit. I am here on the 9, right off the 9. 79th Street is right here. Tyshawn Lee was murdered right over here. I know the motherfuckers that know those motherfuckers. Because they're from right here. King Von used to stay right down here. Right down the street. Literally. Right over here. He's from this neighborhood. He's not from 600. He's not from 300. He's from right over here. Literally, right there. I literally can take you while I'm on the phone right now and walk where he used to live at, right here. Right now. So what the fuck are you talking about? The hell are you talking about? The hell are y'all talking about? Miss me all this fucking capping ass, bitch made ass, making excuses ass dumb shit. I don't want to hear about none of that shit. At all. All that shit is a scary ass bitch made crybaby shit. If you want to be a pussy, cool. Hey, just be honest and say you pussy and move the fuck around. This ain't the place for you. This ain't the place for you. Yeah, I know, real life is scary. You don't think Martin Luther King was scared as fuck when he was leading marches and motherfuckers was letting off shots while he's walking down the street? You know what happened? He ducked and kept walking. He knew that it was a matter of time until he got killed. He didn't do that shit because, oh, everything's, no. He did that shit because it was about the dream that he had. It was about what he wanted for the people. All these motherfuckers know that they are a target. You don't think Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, Medgar Evers, Fred Hampton, Huey P. Newton, you don't think that they knew they were targets? You think they were just walking around delusional like, oh, everything's totally hunky-dory. We don't have any problems at all. No. And yet they did what they did because they knew it needed to be done. That's why people need to knock it off with the bitch-made-ass bullshit. Because the whole point is, you mean to tell me we got all this technology, we have all this ability to fucking create all types of fucking new technologies, communities all over the nation, Motherfuckers can flash mob right now. But people want to be scary? No, when it comes to going to see Travis Scott in concert, they will trample all over each other just to fucking watch this dude sing the same song they've been listening to for fucking weeks and months and years. But when it comes to doing something tangible, now see, the thing is we can't do that because it's so fucking scary, because, oh my God, what if they... Bitch shit! Bitch ass shit! Bitch ass, pussy ass, lame ass, crybaby ass, scary ass, lame ass shit. That's the American people. Every time a mass shooting happens, they go in to fucking get guns. They go to buy guns, and then they do what with them? What do they do with these guns once they get them? The fuck are they gonna do with these guns? Other than hurt themselves or somebody else. For no fucking reason. The fuck are y'all talking about? This shit is mind-blowing to me. People have no problem saying, yo, I'm gonna go do this and do that. I'm gonna go fucking to a concert. We gonna all 50,000 of us, all 70,000 of us gonna show up and see Taylor Swift. Yeah, we're super duper Swifties. In fact, it's so many of us, we can't even all fit in the fucking building. We gotta stand on the giant hill outside the venue. Yeah, 10,000 of us stand on this giant hill outside the venue, watching it from the fucking top. But people can't do that for the betterment of humanity? Really? 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 Y'all can do it for Drake, Taylor Swift. You can do it for fucking... pick your fucking favorite celebrity. Pick your favorite fucking Super Bowl team, sports team, your favorite fucking conference. You can go to Comic-Con and chill with 10,000 other people, but when it actually comes to trying to fix our country, everybody got every bitch made ass excuse in the fucking world. But I'm the crazy one. I'm the crazy one. I'm the one that's the crybaby. I'm the delusional one. Because we got 350 million Americans. We don't even need half of that. We barely even need 1% of that. That is the thing that's so ironic about all of this shit. We got a country filled with people. We don't even need barely 1%. 1%. We don't even need 1%. Like I said, we passed legislation with 20 people. 20! 20! 20! Like 2-0. We're talking about there are more kids in class right now than the amount of people that is required to help pass legislation. And y'all gonna make excuses to me as to why we can't do shit? That is cap. That's straight up fucking bitch made ass cap. And I ain't trying to hear that shit. I don't want to hear it. You can miss me with all that shit. It makes me so mad just thinking about that shit. It makes me so mad even thinking about that shit. Dr. Martin Luther King could get 1 million motherfuckers together marching. And that was before social media. That was before Yo, what's good, Matt? What's good? What's good? Yo, welcome. You late as fuck, my guy. Thank you for coming through, though. Please hit that like button, subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and all that shit. Yeah, you missed a lot. But we're talking about the fact that Americans are bitch-ass motherfuckers. Right? Yeah, exactly, Penny. Martin Luther King, all these fucking great leaders, able to do all this shit, Million Man March, and they didn't have no Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, none of that shit. He was able to get all these people together. And now we can barely get 10 people in the motherfucking live and shit. We can barely get anybody to want to actually help make change. I was telling the story earlier, Matt, about how there was this. Okay, so before the pandemic, I had this situation happen when I was on the bus going to work, and there was this dude that was trying to well, he was a Christian, but I talk about that. But there was this dude on the bus picking on this young girl, minding her own business. And long story short, it's about 30 other people on the bus. We could have easily stomped this dude out. But everybody's sitting there suffering from the bystander effect, not doing shit, just sitting there. Yo, what's good? What's good? What's good, my home girl? Hit that like. That like, y'all. Thank y'all for coming through. Anyway. Yes, that is a fact, Matt. The misinformation is crazy. But yeah, so this dude picked on this young girl. Everybody sitting by, not doing shit. Everybody just staring. And then I had to fucking step up and say, hey, my dude, knock it the fuck off. Leave her alone. And the whole point is, that is a microcosm of what we are as a nation. A bunch of bitch-ass motherfuckers not doing shit about fuck, not even trying. Not even trying. You mean to tell me we got a nation full of all of these people, 350 million people, and we can't get even less of 1/10 of 1% of that amount of people to stand up and say, hey, we ain't putting up with this bullshit. We ain't gonna fucking continue to allow this cap and shit to persist. Instead, these motherfuckers gonna do everything motherfucking possible to try to purport the fucking nonsense. They're gonna allow these motherfuckers to tell us we're powerless. And I'm telling you, as somebody who's actually passed legislation, that is fucking cap. That is fucking bullshit. I've done it. Like I said, not even a group of 20 people. Barely 20 people we got legislation passed. Imagine if we had a whole bunch of people working together interdependently with synergy towards a common goal. It is actually a damn shame we're not way further ahead as a society. People have gotten so caught up in propaganda and bullshit, nonsense, lame shit, and then they end up fighting against their own best interests because they're hero worshippers, or they're party loyalists, or they're fucking just delusional as fuck. Doing everything to fight against the truth that is staring them right in the face. That's why I do these lives. That's why I love doing lives, because it's all about fucking the real truth. Fam, I got banned. I showed you I got banned from our atheism. I'm a super duper uber atheist. I am all about the atheism, super duper atheist. And yet they banned me. They banned me over politics, because they are fucking simps for Democrats. Because atheists love simping for Democrats. Even though Democrats be loving to simp for the theism industrial complex, which is backwards as fuck. Why would you simp for a motherfucker that simps for the motherfuckers that you're supposedly against? When I was a Christian, I had motherfucking Barack Obama come to our church talking about some shit. I ain't never seen a motherfucking Democrat ever fucking really prominently supporting atheists. I'm not talking about casually mentioning them in a speech. I'm talking about publicly on a constant basis on big platforms saying, hey, y'all need to respect atheists. Atheism is actually a great idea, a great whatever I ain't never seen that shit. Yeah, everybody thinks they're it. Everybody thinks they're it. And that's why I had to create the no cap zone, to remind everybody, or at least most of those people, that they are full of shit. That's why I'm anti-theist. Because what does theism do to solve any of the world's problems? What have Democrats done to really solve problems? They don't do shit. They don't do shit. It's frustrating. That's why I get so angry. That's why you see me covered in fucking sweat. Because it gets me hot. Hot as fuck. I'm sick of these fake ass people controlling the narrative, telling us, selling everybody on the idea that we can't do nothing. We just gotta keep doing the same shit, keep supporting the same parties, engaging in the same useless behavior, and hoping that one day, maybe sometime in the far future, it'll magically change or fix something at some point in the... Look, man. These fools have had so much time to show us that they are actually working towards our collective benefit, that they're working in our best interests. They have failed, they have failed, they have failed, they have failed, they have failed. Hit that fucking like button, please. They have failed miserably to help us create a well-functioning society for ourselves. They are constantly telling us that, oh my God, if you support them, everything's gonna be fucking terrible, so support us so it won't be terrible, even though they're in office right now and things are terrible, and they're worsening while they are in office. While they are in office, things are worsening right now. Right now. We're falling on the global peace index. Years of Trump, years of Biden, and we're still falling and falling and falling on the global peace index. Oh yeah, not only is change uncomfortable, but we need to make crazy, significant changes. That's why they fight so vociferously against us. That's why they fight tooth and nail to suppress us. That's why we had to move to YouTube. That's why we had to move to YouTube. Because what we're doing is shocking. What we're doing is upsetting the apple cart. What we're doing is going to totally change everything. Because we need to do it, we need to do it rapidly. Because last time I checked, climate change is a big worsening issue, and we got to do something serious. The proposals that these motherfuckers have made is not enough. They can pat themselves on the back and celebrate, oh yes, shut the fuck up. That's not enough. That's why we need to set our standards higher. That's why I came up with a new phrase. We're the greatest, long as you don't grade us. We're the greatest, long as you don't grade us. We're failing the maths and the sciences, so we're telling people we can't give kids a grade lower than 60 because we might hurt their feelings for sucking. Maybe we should be trying to teach these kids, hey, if you failed the test, then maybe you should have studied harder. Maybe you should have done your fucking homework. Maybe you should try to actually learn the fucking lesson that you are being taught. Actually learn the shit. And if you need help, then we need to be encouraging these kids to get help. We need to set up systems for them to get the help that they need so that they can learn the lessons, so that they can be the people who are leading the future with the knowledge that it takes to innovate and make things even better, so that they can pay it forward to the next generation, so that we're seeing constant progress. There's this line from one of my favorite rappers, Can I Bust? And I'll show y'all in the Discord after the live here the song where he says the line where he's like, since it became a lucrative profession, there's a misconception that a movement in any direction is progression, even though the potency of it lessens. Big money industries writing checks to suppress the question. And nobody gives a fuck no more. No one goes to the bookstore ever since the confluence of Moore's Law. Shit is crazy. Let me break it down for you in case you didn't catch it. He was talking about the music industry, but it's really applicable to any industry. Hip-hop ain't been the same since '88. Since it became a lucrative profession, there's a misconception that a movement in any direction is progression. In other words, it doesn't matter what the fuck people make. People can make the garbagest, most trashiest shit, and people be like, yeah, that's progression. That's totally progression. Even though the potency of it lessens, big money industries writing checks to suppress the question. In other words, even though the potency of hip-hop, or any industry rather, lessens, the big money industries are writing checks to suppress the question. When we were on live the other day, I'm showing y'all truth and facts, and they're doing everything possible to stop us, suppress us. They ran me off of TikTok. They ran me off of TikTok because they knew that we could build a huge following that could lead to the upending of the motherfucking quality of life that these charlatans, these scam artists, that these motherfuckers that are benefiting from human misery are enjoying. They don't want us to upset the apple cart, so they're not going to make it easy for us to just fucking change their shit. I mean, that's why I talk about Martin Luther King, Medgar Evers, Malcolm X, fucking Fred Hampton, Huey P. Newton. All of these motherfuckers were assassinated. The FBI was running an illegal intelligence psyop called COINTELPRO specifically to stop these motherfuckers. Killed them all. Killed them all. Every single one of them. So yeah, I mean, it's scary. It's scary trying to fight the system because the system is powerful. It's powerful. But you know what's more powerful? Us. Yeah, us. We're more powerful than them. That's why they have to try to pull out all the stops. Because there's way the fuck more of us than there are of them. Like I said, 350 million people. And we don't even need 1/10 of 1% of that to make major changes. All we need is a handful. A good, solid core. See, all your fingers can only do so much by yourself. I could do this to you with my pinky, but if I put these fucking hands, these fingers together, and I clench what's called a fist, and I hit you as hard as I fucking can, I could really break some shit. Hey, Mike, hit that like button. Hey, welcome, my guy. The point is, we're stronger together. I can only do so much damage with each individual appendage. Thank you, appreciate it. I can only do so much with each individual appendage. I could even slap you. That's only gonna do so much. But if I put it together real tight, and we're real tight, working together in unison, bow! Bow! Knock your shit out. Break all this shit. All of that shit. Knock all your shit out. Ah, shit. That might hurt a little bit. Bow, bitch! And that's the point. We're stronger together. That's why I talk all the time about us working interdependently with synergy. Because we can only do so much individually. You, her, him, jer, G, B, woo, wow, whatever fucking pronoun y'all go by. Y'all can only do so much by yourself. But when we're working together, we create Voltron. We create the Megazord. See, that's one of the things that I learned as a young child of the 90s, right? That was one of the Captain Planet, Power Rangers, Beetleborgs, VR Troopers, motherfucking Voltron, fucking Super Samurai Super Squad. All these fucking shows, the Avengers, Justice League of America, whatever the fuck, the Uncanny X-Men. Yeah, I mean, Spider-Man is cool, Venom is cool, Wolverine is cool, Iron Man is cool, fucking, who else? Captain America's cool. But when they're working together, along with the Incredible Hulk, they can accomplish so much. They can fight Thanos and beat his ass. But individually, they can only do so much. The Red Ranger and the Green Ranger and the Blue Ranger and the Yellow Ranger and the Pink Ranger, they can only do so much. Wolverine's my favorite too. They can only do so much individually, but when they come together, it's Morphin time! And that's what we as a nation need to do. See, they were showing us the motherfucking schematics. They were showing us the blueprint of how we can defeat the evil monsters that are the powers that be by coming together and playing the motherfucking theme song and then fucking getting into the fucking right costume and then fucking, oh shit, now they fucking went giant. Well, guess we gotta fucking jump into the motherfucking Megazords. Then we put it together. Now we got the fucking Megazord. And now we're kicking fucking ass. But see, if we say, oh no, we can't do nothing, we can't accomplish nothing, oh, it's too hard, oh, they're too powerful, oh, they're too strong, oh no, oh, well then how can we expect anything to happen? Ever. 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 How can we ever expect anything to happen? How can we hope to defeat Thanos if we're all going to sit around and say, what are we going to do? He's so strong. He's so strong. We're so weak and powerless. Oh, no. Oh, God. There's nothing we can do. Shut the fuck up. Yes, there is something we can do. There is something we can do. We can try to work together, put our heads together, and figure out the best course of action moving henceforward. Because failure is not an option. It's not an option. It's not. It's not. It's not. It's not. It's not. It's unacceptable. You might be accepting of it, but then you need to move the fuck around. The fuck out of my face. That's why I had to create the no cap zone. We have a strict dress code. None of that cap and shit means shit. Miss me with that bitch ass crybaby bullshit. Miss me with that, oh, we can't do anything. Miss me with that, oh, something might happen. Look, shit's already happening. We see it happening all day, every day. What the fuck are we gonna do about it? That's the point. I'm tired of hearing about, oh, somebody got shot, somebody got stabbed, somebody overdosed, some. Okay, what the fuck is the solutions? What are we going to do to overcome it? What are we going to do to fix it? There are so many of us. If we put our heads together, how do we solve it? How do we fix it? How do we accomplish actually solving the issues, addressing them in a serious, tangible, meaningful way that is effective and efficient, that improves our quality of life, that helps us to create a much more well-functioning society for a more perfect union, like it says in the fucking Constitution, a more perfect union. How do we solve this shit? And you know what the sad part is? The saddest part of it? If I told a motherfucker, all you had to do is hit that like button. Just hit the like and hit the subscribe and turn on the notification bell. Motherfuckers will literally refuse to do it. They will refuse to do it. If I made it so simple, all you had to do was press a button and that would solve the problem. Motherfuckers will be like, no, fuck that. Ew, support you. No, I won't do it. But then you ask them, okay, you got any better ideas? No. Believe in the Lord Jesus Christ. Yeah, people been trying that for like thousands of fucking years, ain't did shit. Got any better ideas? No, you just gotta accept him into your heart and your mind and your soul. Just accept Jesus. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Okay, so when that doesn't work, as it hasn't for thousands of years, then what? You got any alternative? You got a plan B, perhaps? No. Okay. Okay, so basically you're saying that you're a useless ass person. That's what you're saying. That's what you're saying. You're just useless. You not only do you not want to even try to address it, you want to think that doing the same shit that you've been doing that has accomplished nothing, that is the solution. Thoughts and prayers, thoughts and prayers, thoughts and prayers, thoughts and prayers. That's your only solution. That's the best you got. For real. For raw, for raw, for raw, for raw. And then you want to still think that somehow you're a good person somehow. Somehow you want to still maintain this idea that somehow you're still a great person who is so amazing and wonderful, even though you have purposely admitted you don't want to even try to come up with a real solution. Yeah, you keep thinking that. See, believing bullshit is easy. Sitting back and saying, hey, I'm not gonna do shit, that's easy as fuck. Super easy. Oh shit. Climate fucking issues happening. I'm just not gonna pay attention. In fact, I'm gonna say it's just not real. It's not real. Nah. Record temperatures? Who cares? Droughts happening? Mega super tsunamis? Droughts happening? Nah. Wildfires all over the place? It was God's will. God's will. Freshwater sources depleting? I hear the heaven's nice. I hear the water is much cleaner in heaven. That's what I heard. I read it in the book like 12,000 times. No, people don't have plans. People aren't even in tune with reality. That's the problem. People don't even aren't. Dude, I remember I was showing this chick from college NASA's website about climate change, climate.nasa.gov, and all the data that they have about it. She straight up just said no. She said no. Straight up, no. Then she turned around and tried to hit me with some other pseudoscience talking about how thousands, hundreds of thousands, millions of years ago the climate was different. It was actually cooler or whatever the fuck. Of course she was religious. I told you I went to a Christian college. You think that is... You got a nation that's 60% Christian, bro. 60%. At least. Yeah, she was religious. Of course she wasn't religious. Of course. Duh. You're a nation of 60% Christians. Why do you think I do what I do? Because it's only 2%. No, it's 60%. Motherfuckers don't even believe climate change is real, bruh. No, I went to a public high school. And a Christian college, a Christian college. But it doesn't matter. Christian high school, 60% of the population is 60. Like the overwhelming majority of people are Christian. Many of those people are conservative as fuck. Like this chick. And she had a very, very, very beautiful ass too, which is what makes it even really fucking sad. White chick. Fat booty. Nice. And yet, she's a fucking blockhead. And see, it's shit like that that's the issue. If it was a time where we used to live for 1,000 years, why aren't they trying to help us figure out how we can, I don't know, make that continue to happen now? They don't want to because they're lazy. They don't want to accept science. They want to believe that reading the same old book is and praying is magically somehow going to fix things, and it does not. Because if it did, it would have been done that. No, she's a pretty girl too. She's pretty too. She could get it all day, all night, every night. I don't give a fuck. Just don't talk to me. Just don't talk to me. No, you can talk dirty to me, but don't talk to me about anything serious because you're going to make me want to slap the shit out you. Make me want to slap the shit out you. I swear to God. Even though I just said all the shit I said about motherfucking women and how niggas is bitch ass dudes for assaulting women, I don't want to hear that goofy shit. But now, seriously, like, you know, we live with a nation full of people like her who will straight up say, yeah, that science shit, nah. Nah, not with none of that. Nope. La 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 la. Why do you think we have so much dysfunction? Why do you think so many of our kids are failing the math and the sciences? The math and the sciences. Because they don't even want to know it. They don't want to learn it. They don't want to learn it. It's not just that, oh, it's just so hard. They don't want to know. They've been taught, no, Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. Believe in the Lord Jesus, 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 Jesus Christ. Jesus is the truth and the light, and fuck all that science talk. Science talk. All that shit, exactly. The Ark and the Shroud of Turin and the Dead Sea Scrolls and blah, 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 blah. Yeah, like that shit fucking matters. Like the Shroud of Turin and the Dead Sea Scrolls is gonna somehow, I don't know, stop mass shootings from happening, cure fucking COVID and ALS and cystic fibrosis and fucking any disease you could possibly fucking think of. Yeah, totally. But that's what I'm saying. These people don't want to do the hard work of helping to contribute to figuring out what these things are, how we can figure out better treatment methods, cures, preventative measures, any of that. They would rather say, la, 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 Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. We all love you, or whatever the fuck they be singing. Like that's supposed to mean some shit. Like that's supposed to do some shit. Like that's supposed to accomplish some shit. It does not. If it did, it would have long been did the shit. We wouldn't be sitting here in the no cap zone. We wouldn't be talking about it. We wouldn't be singing songs. Wouldn't be fucking having to go back and forth. No, these people would have solved the problem. Unfortunately, we have a nation filled with these people all over the place. Here in Chicago, there in Michigan, and everywhere. In every city, in every state. All these goofies. All over. And if you have the nerve to even dare question, to dare challenge anything that they say, you're a piece of shit, you're a terrible person. Where do you get the fucking morals from? Where do you get your morals from? They like to frame it as if we atheists and anti-theists and non-believers are just the most evil, most terrible people. We're just these nihilists who don't care about anything. We just want to fucking suck and fucking shit and fucking sit and fucking eat, sit and because they control the media. That's how they frame the issue. They're so morally superior, right? There's this one channel I watch called Beyond Evil, right? And like, okay. So pretty much they talk about people who get murdered. That's what the show is about. People who get murdered by these crazy fucks. Before every episode, they like to give their deepest sympathies or their deepest condolences or their thoughts and prayers to the families of the victims or to the whatever. On one hand, I get it. You want to honor the victims. But what the fuck does that do? What does giving your deepest sympathies mean? What the fuck does that mean? What are your deepest sympathies? And how does that solve or fix anything? See, me, you know, as a Chicagoan, I know a lot of people who have died. I know a lot of people who are loved ones of people who have died. I've had family members get murdered. What are your deepest sympathies going to do to console them? What does I am so sorry for your loss? The fuck does that do? To me, I find it better not to say anything. What I'm saying, what is exactly the respect? What is showing respect? You're still profiting from their misery. That's literally what you're doing. You're making profits from their misery. You're profiting from their misery. Saying you're giving your deepest condolences is just a fucking useless fucking thing to say. Doesn't save anything, doesn't accomplish anything, does not make anybody feel any better whatsoever. People give me their deepest sympathies that my dad died. Guess what? He's dead. He died. Your deepest sympathies does literally nothing for me. What the fuck does that even mean to me? It doesn't, and that's exactly the point I'm making. Really, it's for the people who are in the comments that want to feel better about themselves. Oh, I love it that you give your fucking, like, respect to the victims. Okay, I get it. I get it makes you feel better that they said this thing about, but the victims are still dead. They're dead. And this channel that's talking about their fucking story is making the profit. They're getting the views, they're getting the fucking whatever AdSense, their YouTube fucking partnership, whatever the fuck. And like you said, unless they're actually giving shares of the profits to the families, it's an empty gesture as far as I'm concerned. What I'm saying is, there's nothing that you can say that's going to make anybody feel better. If somebody had their child murdered, had their mom murdered, had their fucking cousin murdered, had their best friend murdered, had their loved one murdered, you saying that you give your deepest sympathies does not accomplish a goddamn thing. All it does is make you feel better. All it does is make it seem like you're... To me, I look at it as virtue signaling. It's virtue signaling. Doesn't mean shit, doesn't accomplish shit, doesn't save shit. I'm gonna pray for you. I'm gonna pray for you. Pray for the families. Like me and Silk were watching this one video yesterday. Motherfuckers like, pray for whatever her name was. Pray for her. And I'm like, for what? The fuck does that accomplish? I've had that happen to me. I remember when my grandma died. I was working at this fucking call center. So I went to talk to my boss to inform him that I needed time off for bereavement. Informing him that my grandma died. Well, at least now she's in a better place. He said it with a smile. At least she's in a better place now. Psychopath. Straight up psychopath. And this is what I'm talking about. This type of behavior has been normalized in our society because, to me personally, it's just fucking traditions of religion. Doing nothing and pretending like it does something. Saying something to make it seem like you're such a nice, wonderful person. And that, to me, I look at it as narcissism. To think that somehow you're going to make somebody feel better by saying some bullshit. You have my deepest condolences. The fuck does that mean? I'm so sorry for your loss. Why? Did you cause it? Are you the reason they died? Did you kill them? Is that why you're sorry? Because you're guilty? The fact of the matter is that there is nothing you're going to do or say that's going to make anything better. Other than actually trying to figure out or helping to figure out how we can prevent this shit from happening going forward. How we can figure out what's going on in people's fucking brains. Figuring out how we can solve all these different issues. Because thoughts and prayers ain't doing shit. Condolences ain't doing shit. Your deepest sympathies are doing shit. Your sorrows, they ain't doing shit. They don't do shit. That's why if I know somebody who's fucking loved ones, you know, something happened to their loved ones or just a loved one of mine, the families, whatever, there's nothing I'm going to say. I'm not going to say nothing. Just, if you need anything, I'm here. That's it. If you need anything, need somebody to talk to, I'm here. That's all I can offer. Because I know that me saying whatever this bullshit is not going to make you feel better. It's not going to fucking help you. I hate that shit. That's what I'm saying, my girl. That's why I try to tell people. When my dad died, I did a live on Facebook and let everybody know. Don't even, I know what y'all gonna do. I know what y'all gonna do. Don't do it. Don't come at me with the religious shits. Don't come at me with your religious platitudes. Miss me with all that he's in a better place. Miss me with all that fucking God called him home or whatever bullshit y'all want to tell me. I'm not trying to hear it. I'm not trying to hear it. I'm not trying to hear it. Of course they did. Of course they did. While I was live, this fucking goofy from my high school in the chat. Hey, but Jesus though. But the Lord. The Lord. Yeah. You mean right over here? You mean right here? Yeah, right here. Tyshawn, you talking about right over here? Yeah. Yeah. I tell people that all the time. When I performed at the Bernier bus rally, I talked about that exact thing. That happened right here. I know the motherfuckers that know those motherfuckers. Because that happened right here. Right here. And that's just one of the many situations that happens around here. All types of shit like that happens around here. Thoughts and prayers don't solve none of that shit. Your deepest sympathies doesn't fix none of that shit. Does that bring Tyshawn Lee back? No. No. Is that going to make his family feel any better that you gave them your deepest? No. They still got to live with the fact that their little boy was murdered. And then they try to censor the fact that you say murder. You got to use a euphemism. Can't even just say murder, death, kill. 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 Yeah, these things happen in real life. I know, it's difficult. It sucks. It really, really sucks that there are malevolent people out here that commit acts of fucking violence. Fam, I was once religious. I have family members who are religious. I've been to many funerals. Trust me, it don't do shit. They be at the funeral. Oh no. Oh, why they had to take Johnny? Why they had to take Johnny? Oh my God. The pastor standing there. The Lord said that Johnny had to go home. The Lord, that shit does not help them, fam. That shit don't help. It don't make them feel better at all. Trust me. I've been to many a funeral. Many. It's fucking sad. In fact, when it's a tragedy like that, it's even sadder. That Jesus shit does not make them feel better at all. It don't. Like I said, motherfuckers crying their hearts out. Crying their hearts out. It's the saddest shit in the fucking world. Exactly. We are all martyrs, but people don't want to acknowledge that. They don't want to acknowledge that real life is real. All that I thought they were in a better place. So why the fuck are you crying so hard then? Why are you crying so hard? If you really believed in that Jesus shit, shouldn't you be happy and elated and happy as fuck? He's with the Lord now. He went to that better place. You should be so fucking happy. Hey, I'll race you there, Silk. I'll race you. He beat us. Little Johnny beat us there. Shouldn't we be celebrating? Shouldn't we be dancing? Shouldn't we be having fun? Shouldn't we be feeling? No, we don't. Tragedy is tragedy for a fucking reason. Because it's sad. We should not be seeing children getting murdered at all. Period. None of that religious delusion shit is ever going to make anybody feel good about that shit. It is crazy, but guess what? We have a society of people who that is their mentality. They can't wait to go to heaven, even though every time this fucking real shit happens, oh no, why they you should have taken me away. And I'm not trying to like make fun of that because it's sad. I'm making fun of the fact that despite all of the fucking bullshit they love to purport, real life is still real life. That's why I say, fuck all that spirituality, fucking Jesus, angels and demons, all that shit. You are still subject to the laws of physics. Bullet trajectories don't give a fuck about your prayer shit. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. False. That's just false. That's just straight up false. Yeah. Yeah, and that's exactly the point. That's exactly the point. These are things that apologists love to say to feel good about themselves, but then all of a sudden, when the truth hits, it hits hard. Here's a good example of this, right? That same place I was working at, that call center. I remember one day, one of my fellow coworkers wanted to play some of that Jesus gospel bullshit. So I turned to her and I'm like, can you please put on headphones? Like, I really don't want to be hearing that shit. And pretty much, obviously, she refused, blah, 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 talking about the Lord was so wonderful and so great. And I'm like, okay, if the Lord is so wonderful and so great as you say, then why are both of your parents dead? And I'm an atheist, and at the time, both of my parents are alive. Now, you could say I was cruel for saying that, but how is it cruel to say truth? Like, to state facts? Facts of reality. Why is it cruel to mention reality? To tell the truth. I'm not the one who did it. You're the one who has to live with it. They're your parents. They're not my parents. They're your parents. So why would the Lord take both of your parents? And she was young. Like, she was like 20 or some shit at the time. She's out here on her own. Yeah, both of her parents are dead. No, she didn't report me, but she wouldn't talk to me for like a week. She wouldn't talk to me for like a week. I did end up getting reported though. I did. That did happen actually, now that I think about it. Because I remember had to meet with that same narcissistic boss. And he was just like, come on, you know you can't talk about religion in the workplace. Don't talk about religion in the workplace. I'm like, she was the one playing the religious music. But this is the reality of reality. People hate reality. Stating facts makes people uncomfortable, and therefore we need to care more about people's feelings than the facts. We need to value people's feelings more than the actual reality that we inhabit. When I be talking to Claude, Claude always talks about, and Claude is the AI chatbot from Anthropic, for those of you who are unaware. Talking to Claude, and Claude is all like, whenever I talk about these things, yeah, the same, of course. And that's exactly the issue. When we talk about framing, when we talk about media manipulation, they can talk about their bullshit all day, every fucking day, all day, 24/7, no matter what. People can just say, oh yeah, I was having a hard time for like 2 months, but then like I remembered that Jesus is the truth, so then I started going back. People can just do that all day. But let us dare to say, I don't know if that's all true. How dare you? Oh my God, you're the worst person on earth. Worst person on earth. That's media manipulation. They can talk about their shit all day, but we can't challenge them at all. They can't say shit at all. They can't do shit at all. They can't tell the truth at all. They can't face the truth at all. We need to value their feelings. We need to value their hopes and their dreams. We need to value their delusions more than the truth. The truth and whatever. No, we need to value their feelings way the fuck more, because heaven forbid somebody gets offended at the truth. Oh my God! What are we gonna do? She got offended! No! What is the world coming to? Why? How could you let this happen? How dare you, Jay, Silk, Jamie, Penny? How dare y'all let this happen? You let the ultimate rage offend somebody. You are the worst evil people of all time. You let somebody get offended. Somebody locked them up. Lock them up. They let somebody get offended. Ew! The irony, though, right? They don't care when we get offended. They don't give a fuck about us getting offended with their bullshit. Like Eminem said, I find it offensive that you find me offensive. Isn't that crazy? They care about people's feelings except ours, though. They don't care about our feelings. They don't care what we think. They don't care how we feel. They don't care that we feel like they are wasting everybody's time. They don't care that we are offended, that they are deluding us, that they're deluding themselves, that they're bullshitting us, that they're wasting our time, that they're fucking hitting us with sci-fi fantasy nonsense that doesn't help anything, that they think that not doing anything is the equivalent of doing something, that being fucking delusional is somehow morally superior than having knowledge and wisdom, and wanting to use that knowledge and wisdom to help create a well-functioning society using reason, logic, fact-based evidence, empathy, and the scientific method, science, technology, engineering, the arts, and mathematics. Apparently, fuck our feelings. It's all about their bitch-ass feelings. Fuck that shit. I agree, Jamie. Fuck that paper skin bullshit, that fake-ass, nonsensical-ass garbage, that sci-fi fantasy. Oh my God. What about our feelings? What, are we not people either? We're not people either? Our feelings don't matter? That we care about the facts and the truth, that doesn't matter, but your delusional bullshit matters more than that? And that's exactly right, Silk. Because death is scary. Death sucks. We have no idea. The idea that we just stop existing is a mind fuck in and of itself. It's crazy that we exist to begin with. Existence itself is the greatest mind fuck of all time. The fact that we're just here. We're just here. We didn't get to choose who we are. We didn't get to choose what family we were born in. We didn't get to choose our genetics, our genetic traits, our mind states, our environment. We didn't have any choice in the matter. We're just here. But now that we're here, fam, if it wasn't scary, we wouldn't have any of these issues. That's why religions, they exist, because the act of not existing is the worst thing in the fucking world. It scares people, the idea that we could die and then that's it. That's what scares everybody. Everybody who's religious that claims that they're going to heaven. That's why they believe that bullshit. That's why they don't need to read the Bible. They don't care about what's in the Bible. They just feel better about the idea that they're going to that happy schmappy place. That's really what they want. They want to go to the happy schmappy place. The happy place. The better place. That better place. At least she's in a better place. They want to believe that there's some place that we go after we die, that we die and then we go to somewhere that life isn't all there is. They want to believe that there's some kind of cosmic justice, that evil fucking people, that they don't get to just die, but then they have to go to this horrible, terrible place where they get tortured and fucking raped and fucking tortured for the evil things that they did in real life, whereas the people who were unfortunately tortured and murdered in real life, raped, tortured, murdered, and not necessarily in that order, that they go to the happy place where they can at least enjoy a nice life afterward, and that life isn't just so cruel that a motherfucker can get raped and murdered and raped again, and then that's life. They don't want to actually accept that fact, that horrible things happen to good people and amazing things happen to shitty people in real life. In real life, yes, horrible things happen all the time, every day. Somebody's not going to make it past today, and it's going to happen in a horrible way. A horrible way. Pick one. Somebody's gonna get beat to death by their fucking abusive spouse, or they're gonna get murdered by ISIS. They were kidnapped, and now ISIS is about to make another video. They're gonna grab a rusty knife and cut their head off with this rusty blade, or somebody is suffering from ALS and they're dying slowly. They've been dying slowly, and then today they're gonna die. Pick your fucking poison. Life is cruel as fuck. Cruel as hell. So they want to believe that there's some life afterward, that even if life sucked, even if a baby was born with a crazy deformity and it only lived for like 12 hours, that there will be another wonderful, wonderful, wonderful place that they will go to in the afterlife where they can enjoy this afterlife. It's so difficult for people to accept the fact that life fucking sucks. Sometimes horrible, terrible things happen on a regular basis. That's why we can't talk about this shit on TikTok, because they don't want you to think about the horrible, horrible things. They don't even like it if you say the words. We would have been banned by now for all the things I just said within the past like 2 minutes. Rape, murder, death, torture, incest. Yeah, these things happen in real life. They actually happen. It's disgusting. It's terrible. It's deplorable. It's horrible. It is unbecoming. It's unthinkable. And yet these things are happening every day. And we've regressed to a point where we can't even say the words. We can't even talk about it because, oh my God, advertisers might get mad. Advertisers. That's how hyper-capitalist we've become as a society. We can't talk about all these things because advertisers might get mad, or the fucking community guidelines might get violated, even though they pick and choose who they're gonna fucking enforce the rules against and who not to. Like we saw that time when that dude called me a nigger 27,568 times. Yeah, dude can say all that to me, but if I have the nerve to say, hey, Kamala Harris is not the greatest candidate for president, oh my God, how dare you! Sexual exploitation and gender-based violence. See, when I think of sexual exploitation and gender-based violence, I think of people like Ted Bundy, Jeffrey Dahmer, you know, sickos, people who actually engage in that type of behavior, sexual exploitation and gender-based violence. Me, I say, you know what, that type of shit, wrong. Wrong. How dare you, you terrible sicko person. How dare you? Hey, you know what? Women should have rights. Remember that time when they didn't? That really, really sucked, right? Yeah, really would not like to go back to that time. Wrong. Oh my God. You fucking racist, fucking sexist piece of shit. How dare you say that women deserve to have rights? Ew! You like women? Ew! fucking disgusting pig sicko. I can't stand you. You have been suspended for 7 days because you had the nerve to say women should have rights. I can't believe you're such a bigot you would say something like that. You fucking evil, twisted person. Yuck. Ew. And that, folks, is media manipulation. Up is down, left is right, war is peace, good is bad, bad is good, all that shit. All that shit. But oh, we tell the truth. Oh no, 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 no. Hey, Jay, no. No, you don't tell the truth, fam. You tell the truth. Warning, warning, warning. Your account is in warning. If you continue telling the truth, you will possibly suffer getting banned. No, knock it off with that truth shit. Keep it going with that capping shit, though. When you're capping, it's wonderful. It's so wonderful when you cap, but when you're telling the truth, nuh-uh. That's why I had to create the no cap zone. Because all I see is a bunch of weak-ass, garbage-ass cap all around me, and I swear to God, I'm sick to death. Sick to death. Matter of fact, that cap is killing us. Because, let's face it, the cap ain't accomplishing nothing. The cap ain't helping us in any way, shape, or form. All of these lies, all of this censorship, what does it do to help us? All this religious, spiritual, fucking conspiracy theory bullshit, how does it actually, thank you, how does it actually help us? How, in what way do these things tangibly, literally help us? In what ways do these ideologies, do these ideas, do these practices, in what way do they actually help us improve our quality of life? How are they helping us improve the world? How are they helping us create a more well-functioning society? Because I always show y'all, we got churches all around this motherfucker, all over, right here. Here, there, and I'm not even joking. I swear to God. I wish this was hyperbole. Right there, here, down there, here, over here, down there, churches all up and through this neighborhood. Like, literally. We could walk from 79th and Western all the way to 79th and fucking, goddamn Ashland. We could walk down Damon. We could walk down 80th. And I could just show y'all all these churches all around this motherfucker. All over. And yet, all these people believe this shit. And they can't show how believing this shit solves any of the problems. Hell yeah. It's super sad, Mike. Where you at? Where you at? I know you told me, but where you at? Yeah, Jay, I've decided I'm not even engaging in debates anymore. Oklahoma. And that explains it, right? So you're in the South, I'm in the North, and yet we see the same shit. Bullshit all over. Ain't none of that shit helping shit. Yeah, so when people try to hit me with that Big Bang evolution talk, it's a waste of time. It's a waste of time. Dude, I never liked debating. I never liked it. The mind fuck of dealing with somebody who hates truth. It's the most frustrating experience of all time. It's frustrating as fuck. It's the most frustrating experience ever. Because that is exactly at the core of what is wrong with our society. It'd be one thing if people were cared about the truth. No, if they understand a little of philosophy, that makes it worse. That makes it worse. One of the most frustrating experiences is seeing some goofy trying to point out a logical fallacy and miserably failing, and then thinking that they did some shit, especially through text. It is frustrating as fuck. It is literally like mind numbing. I hate it. Hate it. Well, actually, no. That was like a ad hominem when you said that you don't like what. It's like, dude, you don't even know what you were talking about. That's not even that fast. What are you talking about? Matter of fact, let me show you what an ad hominem fallacy is, and then show you how what you said that I said was an ad hominem is. I'm sick of that shit. I'm sick of that. I'm so fucking sick of that shit. Because first of all, most people don't argue in good faith. Whether we're talking about religion, politics, any of that shit. Most people aren't arguing in good faith. They're arguing in favor of their bullshit. They're apologists. They're religious apologists. They're political apologists. That's why I say politics is religion. Religion is politics. They are one and the same. It's the same shit. People are subscribed to their idea. There is nothing that you can say to ever change their mind. If you do change their mind, it's not going to happen right there. And if it does, it's very extremely rare. What I experience most of the time is if I'm going to have an effect on somebody, it's going to be like 3 years from now. Something I said that resonated, that lasted with them. Damn, what'd you say? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, they do that shit. There's nothing more frustrating than that. Yeah, so when you said this, that was the Black Swan. I had to tell somebody that. Like, I was talking to somebody about that the other day. Like, okay, a Black Swan fallacy. The idea that, you know, there was a group of people that said that there weren't no such thing as black swans um, until they found it. So basically saying you can't say something doesn't exist because then when we find it, then we have to change. Oh, wow. Wow. That's all he said. See, and as an aside, so they don't like same shit, but I be seeing all these fucking posts on the YouTube subreddit where motherfuckers will be in the comments talking about, hey, I love raping kids and blah blah blah. All types of shit. Just straight up just saying it in the fucking comments. But fucking basically we can't just say what we want without fucking all of this censorship. But going back to what I was saying, like all these fools, they don't take the time to learn proper logic. They didn't take the time to actually learn the fallacies and how to use them and how to avoid them. Because if being a theist made sense, they could make a logical case that would be convincing. Which is why I say theists are the worst salespeople of all time. The worst. It's actually disgusting. Their pathetic attempts in the modern age of trying to sell us their ridiculous ideas. It's absolutely fucking crazy. And that's why I always say, you would think with all these technologies and all these capabilities, all these different apps and tools, that it would make it easier for us to communicate. But they intentionally make it more difficult because of the censorship as bullshit. because of the fucking advertisers, because of the sensitivity of delusional ass hats, and most importantly, because the elites don't want us to actually really fucking talk about how we can knock them off their high horse, knock them off their pedestal, so that we can put truth up there instead. They want us to worship them. They want us to feel emasculated. They want us to feel like it is impossible for us to actually fix society. They want us to believe that we're powerless. They want us to believe that there's nothing that we can do, that we are totally in their motherfucking we're at their uh power. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, whoever you are, thank you. They want us to believe that we are subject to their will, and that we can't subject to their whim, that we're subject to their beliefs, and we're subject to their power, that we can't do anything. And that's why they do everything they can to silence and suppress us. That's why they have all this ridiculous censorship shit. That's why they censor us, but let the charlatans and the fucking scam artists and the trolls say all kinds of crazy shit all the time. All the time. And that's why I show you how they do it. They hate that. They hate that. It trips me out how right now I've been streaming for 3 hours. I done said rape, incest, murder, suicide, kill, sexual assault, bitch ass dudes, bitch ass nigga, niggers. I've said all of these words. Not one time did we get shut down. Just for me saying all of that right now. If I did it on TikTok, we would have been banned fucking 20,000 times. Just for saying those words. Just for saying those words. I've been streaming on YouTube for what? The past 3 weeks. Not one time have we been shut down. But on TikTok, I cannot tell you how many times I've gotten shut down not having said any of those words. None of them. No slurs. No fucking questionable terms. I'm using the euphemisms. I'm saying the euphemisms. And they still hate speech, bullying, harassment, sexual exploitation, illicit substances. Of course they did. Well, they didn't. They shut me down. I wasn't banned twice in the same. I was shut down twice. I was banned. Okay, so on my initial account, I got banned on live, but I appealed and got the ban reversed. But what I didn't know at the time was that I was skating on super duper thin ice. And so I eventually did get banned. That's what they do. They do everything possible to shut me down. That's why I'd be like, you know what? I can't do it. I can't do it. So that's why now I'm like doing the thing where I do 30 minutes before YouTube, and then I'm trying this new thing where on Saturdays we'll do all day TikTok, but goddamn TikTok hates speech. They hate truth. They are censorship crazy. But like I said, they pick and choose who they're going to enforce their rules against, and they do it in a way where they give themselves plausible deniability, where you can't know exactly why you were shut down. You don't know if you were being mass reported by a bunch of bitch ass trolls, or if the fucking platform itself is shutting you down, saying, oh, fucking you said that, but then they don't tell you what it was that you said or that you did that was so wrong, because heaven forbid they tell you what you did that was wrong, that you might actually like not do that and then avoid violating their rules. They do it on purpose because they want you to violate the rules, because to them it anything can be considered a violation, which is why they keep their community guidelines extremely vague. Thank you. They use AI. They got fucking whole I heard somebody, I don't know if it's true, but I heard that they got a call center or whatever, a fucking office in South America where they have people monitoring people's lives too. So, but the whole point is there's no transparency. So there's no telling what exactly they're doing. There's no transparency concerning their practices, their processes, their appeals process, their monitoring capabilities, their decision making, none of that. There's no transparency whatsoever. And that's the problem, because that allows these companies to pretty much circumvent the motherfucking Constitution. It gives them the ability to say, hey, well, we're a private institution, so you have no reason to expect free speech because it's our fucking platform. So if we say that what you said was bad, who you gonna talk to? Who you gonna run to? Who you gonna run to? Oh, you gonna go to the government? You gonna go to the government? You can't go to nobody. We're TikTok. We're $1 billion multinational corporation. But then when the government says, hey, TikTok, get the fuck out of here. We're going to fight this decision. They're trying to censor speech. They don't want us to have free speech. Hypocrites. Yeah, can't stand it. Can't stand it. It's not human. It's inhuman. And it's inhumane. That's why we have the problems that we have. That's why people can go out here, lie, bullshit all day. They can fucking make, what do they call it? Conferences. Bunch of bullshit, delusional, psychopathic, fucking delusional, mentally disabled, fucking charlatans and scam artists just blowing smoke up each other's asses, lying and all that shit. But we tell the truth. We get silenced, we get suppressed, we get warnings, we get fucking banned, we get fucking suspended. We have all this fucking shit happen just for telling the truth. Just for stating facts. Just for saying, hey, don't think they know what they're talking about. Hey, don't think that they have the truth. Hey, don't think what they're claiming actually comports with the reality. And that's the world that we found ourselves in. So that's why it is such a difficult fight. Yeah. Yeah, and the sad part, I'm willing to bet people was paying that shit. I'm willing to bet people were paying the fuck out that shit. But if I say, hey, join my Patreon for $5 a month, that's so hard. No, I can't. But they'll pay $15 for some bullshit, for literally nothing. You're enriching a charlatan. You're giving your money to scam artists, but you don't want to fucking give your money to somebody who's trying to tell the truth. That's backwards as hell. But that's the point. We have a backwards society. America is backwards. Up is down, left is right, war is peace, and that's just what it is. So, yeah, media manipulation, folks. Media manipulation. That's what we have to deal with. That's one of the biggest hindrances to human progress, that the powers that be control all forms of media, legacy media, social media. They get to determine who gets to have a TV show. They get to determine who goes viral and who doesn't. If you think that virality is just something that happens magically all the time, you're delusional. If you think that people are going right just because they're so wonderful and amazing, in some cases, yes. In some cases, yes. Some people do. Some people do great ass work, and there's no telling, or should say, there's no surprise that they would go viral because they did fantastic work. But all the time, we see all kinds of goofy shits, bullshit. How the fuck that go viral? And in many cases, we're rewarding bad behavior. Catch me outside, how about that? Catch me outside, how about that? So we rewarded a bad kid. I thought the whole point of Maury doing the segment about bad kids was to say, that's not nice, that's not good. But instead, we rewarded her for being a bitch. We rewarded a bitch for being a bitch, and now she's an adult bitch. Congratulations, America. You're stupid as fuck. But see, the question is, did she go viral because people actually liked it? Or did she go viral because the powers that be wanted you to see that and wanted you to be entertained by that? There's no transparency, so we'll never know. So I'm going to end it there. But yeah, they do. They do. Which is why she was able to become, what, the richest person on OnlyFans. Soon as she got on there, immediately, soon as she turned 18, started OnlyFans, all the thirsty weirdos and losers were all up and through her shit. She ain't even like that. That's what's so crazy. She ain't even like that. But I think it's both. I think it's both. I know that a lot of shit goes viral because the powers that be are making sure it goes viral, while at the same time they suppress others. It's absolutely crazy. But at the same time, yes, people's values are despicable. All these people that pretend like they're holier than thou, Jesus freaks, liars, scam artists. Matter of fact, half these motherfuckers are doing the horrible shit. Prisons filled with these motherfuckers. So, yeah, so the biggest fight, one of the biggest fights that we have as American populace, as a nation, is dealing with all of the fucking shit, all of the fake ass bullshit. Me neither, Silk. Never, ever. Fuck that simp ass bullshit. Fuck that simp ass bullshit. I don't care if I get super dumb rich. I ain't giving a damn to no OnlyFans. I don't care either. I'm just saying the motherfuckers that's been sitting anticipating, oh, I can't wait till she turns 18. I can't wait till she turns 18. I can't wait. Because it lets you know what they own. It lets you know what they were on. But anyway, fuck that shit. Fuck the motherfucking media manipulation. Fuck people's manipulation. Fuck all of that simp ass bullshit. And I'm talking about not just simping like, oh, simping for these OnlyFans girls. Simping, period. Simping for politicians. Simping for media organizations. Simping for celebrities. Simping for people. Simping for banks. Simping for corporations. All that shit. Hey, I tried simping back in the day when I was a young lad. Doesn't work. There's a reason why nice guys finish last. Because being a nice guy is bitch ass shit. You know what works better? Being clear cut and direct. Being straight up. If you gonna simp for the truth. No. Simp for the truth. Truth. Simping for bread ain't gonna work. Simping for bread is like rich people cutting corners and saying, hey, let's like use lesser quality meat so that we can make more money. Nah, fuck that. Nah. Simp for the truth. Facts, data, evidence. Simp for facts and data and evidence. Give it up for the truth. The actual objective truth. Fuck all of this bullshit. Fuck media biases. Fuck personal biases. We are only biased towards facts, data, and evidence. Logic, reason. The scientific method. That which demonstrates to comport with the reality that we inhabit. That's why we're here in the no cap zone, where we have a strict ass dress code. Miss me with that motherfucking cap and shit, I will knock your capping ass cap off. The only cap that's allowed is your thinking cap. Simping for the truth can't help you get bread. That's why we need to simp for the truth. That's why I'm saying don't simp for the bread, simp for the truth. Because not all money is good money, as the old saying goes. Not all money is good money. I know a dude say he would suck some dick for $1 million. He would suck some dick for $1 million. Hey, if that's what you would do, cool. Live your truth. But if you're not gay, then what the fuck is that? All you're saying is you're willing to compromise your principles for some fucking money. And that's the problem of our society, this hyper-capitalism, that people will do all this crazy shit for money. And that is the type of society we need to move away from. We need to be more of a values-based society, a society that cares about the facts, the data, that cares about the scientific method, that cares about trying to understand the nature of reality so that we can manipulate this reality to our collective benefit, so we can create a well-functioning society for ourselves and push ourselves to an even better well-functioning society so we can move up and up and up and up and up on the Kardashev scale, so we can advance as a society, so that we can figure out how we can cure diseases. We can figure out how to fucking end poverty, hunger, homelessness, all the abuse, rape, murder, incest, the worst of the worst, so that we can actually live harmoniously. We can live as a peaceful society instead of being bitch-ass goofies that pretend like we don't know shit about fuck. So, hey, you can call it whatever you want to call it. Parasitic economy, late stage capitalism, end stage capitalism, hyper capitalism. It's all the same and it's all evil ass bullshit. We need to move away from the parasitic economy and move towards one that builds, one that's constructive, one that actually is based on our advancements, our quality of life. Instead of having the fucking the GDP, the gross domestic product, because it's gross as fuck, disgusting. Instead, it should be the scientific advancement index, the human quality of life index, the American quality of life, whatever the fuck we want to call it. We should be having an economy based on the improvement of our quality of lives, not the profits of bitch-ass corporations. Alright? So, thank God for coming through. Make sure you are checking out the Outrageous EP available on all streaming platforms. Check out the Furious Styles Volume 1 mixtape in the Discord under the OD9 Music section, as well as my associates as well, the music of my associates as well. Follow me on all social media platforms. The links are all up on the page. Just go to the links and follow them. Follow them all. Follow them all. Share everywhere. Join the Patreon, $5 a month. Exclusive access to everything will be there. Even though I did announce we're doing the new music video. More details will be released on that later, but you will get them first in the Patreon. And then then we're on to the think tank in the Discord. We're on the think tank in the Discord, so come on through. Join the Discord. Join the Discord. He already did his part. He did his part. My friend did his part. He did his part. So the director is actually editing as we speak. So once we get everything done, I will let you know. But only the patrons will have exclusives. But yeah, my friend did his part of the video finally. Took him only several fucking weeks, but he finally fucking got it done. And he thanked me for pushing him because, you know, he kind of lost his love for music, being depressed and shit like that. He has been busy. He's got kids. He's got his family. He's got his baby mama to deal with. You know what I'm saying? His ex and shit. You know what I'm saying? Hood rat ass chick. Shh, don't tell him I said that. Don't tell him I said that. Even though he knows that's his problem. That's his issue to deal with. But yeah. So yeah, let's if I don't see you, enjoy the rest of your week, but we will be back 1:30 p.m. Central Standard Time tomorrow in the fucking TikTok No Cap Zone pre-show, and then we're back here 2 p.m. Central Standard Time, unless otherwise noted. All right, real life happens sometimes. All right, so thank y'all for coming through. I love y'all. Hope to see y'all in the think tank. Holla at your motherfucking boy, man.